So like,
Yeah, if it was me, I'd have been taking some things. Like, you only gonna pay me that. Like, I'm taking some gift bags.
You know, they paid P way more than that. He still pulled that shit off. He's still kleptomaniac ass.
Yeah, he still stole some gift bags.
Hey man, are we live?
Yeah, we live.
Oh man,
all day. What's going on, y'all? It's Intelligently Ratchet. It's your boy Justin King Just. You know what I'm saying? MC Specs.
Yo,
Money Ski
in the building.
Myself, Bishop.
Beership Omega. and our guy, P Phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? The Chick-fil-A of DJs.
The Chick-fil-A of DJs.
What's up,
Mr. Nicety.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mr. Cordial.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I take it. What's going on, brothers? How y'all doing this
evening? Man, listen, I'm out here. I'm having a great time, man. You know what I'm saying? We got a good show tonight. You know what I'm saying? We got a good show tonight. You know what I mean? We're gonna have
as always,
Sean,
each and every week.
We have good shows. But we're gonna be talking about Invincible. We're gonna be talking about like cryptocurrency. We're gonna get just to school us on that because he's the angel investor. You know what I'm saying?
He's the angel investor of cryptocurrency itself.
When Nas was saying cryptocurrency Scarfaces, he was talking directly to Just. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing.
Yo, Just got a picture with Nas right now. He just ain't posted yet.
Right, he just ain't post that shit. Just gonna wait till we all fall out. Then he can start posting the celebrity pictures like I was already.
Right.
So that way you like, man, I was so important. Y'all didn't know what y'all had when y'all had it.
But all right, for the formalities, this is episode 148 of Intelligently Ratchet. Ooh. As always, please make sure y'all are sharing this to your timeline on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitch. Whatever social media platforms you're using, go ahead, hit with the share. Helps us out with the algorithm. Please. Make sure you're liking it, please. You know, it's not much, but it does everything for us. Shout out to all the Ratcheteers coming in. Shout out to Daniel. What's happening?
What up, Daniel?
Reverend, what's going on? My
Brev. Yo, we had
Joe Biggs. What's going on?
Biggs?
Yeah. So
Mr. Biggs. Hey, yeah, I want to shout out to Joe Biggs and also Ed and the rest of the Changing Faces for Life crew for throwing a block party on Driver and Angier, the comedy show and everything like that. I appreciate you guys for the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? You know them dudes. He in the cryptocurrency too. I think that whole that whole block party was paid by cryptocurrency or crack cocaine. I don't know which one it is. Might have been one of the two. I don't. Maybe a mixture of both. Maybe a mixture of both.
Right.
If you want to clean your crack money.
Exactly.
Put it in crypto.
Yeah.
Sound advice right there.
Exactly.
Put it in the crypto market.
Put it in the crypto. You know
what I'm saying? Put it in crypto.
That's crazy.
But nah, for real. Just joking, man. For real, Joe. We got to have you on the show again, too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, Biggs? We got to have Biggs on the show. And how's your son doing? You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I remember the joke that he said at that summit.
Yeah.
So I've been saying that to my son ever since then. I'd be like, hey, you know he came from my nuts, right?
You know you came like, yo, his son was like, yo, listen.
Yo.
His son was like, yeah, I have a 4.7 grade average. I'm about to go to like these different schools I'm trying to get to. And he's like, yeah, that's my son right there. Yo, you know you came from my nuts, right? Like this shit was like fucking hilarious.
Yo, I loved it. I was cracking it ever since then. Every time I'll be like, yo, I just be hugging like I love you, man. Like, you came from my nuts,
right? Like, yo, he kept saying that shit. His shoe was fucking.
But I be doing that now. So shout out to Biggs. I got that from you, man.
Yo, that's almost 2 years ago. So yo, he been tortured. It's been almost 2 years.
Yeah, yo. All right, so we got a couple things to talk about. You know, we want to talk about a couple things. So first and foremost,
what the hell is Candy Carver?
I don't know.
Candy Carver? Can Candy Carver not be bothered?
Oh, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Hey. Yeah, you haven't heard this. I gotta send a song to you. Whatever. It makes more sense when we had a long conversation about the way I the way I put that line.
Yo, it's crazy. It's
Lord
crazy.
Mercy.
It's crazy.
She probably finishing a masterpiece right now.
Yo, man.
No, she's doing you seen that mural she did for the WRL? It's good.
I haven't. I have not.
Yeah, she working on
something
nice. And she's still putting in work. So shout out to her.
Yeah. But please, man.
I wanted to shout out, before we start, shout out teachers because it's the Teacher Appreciation Week.
Yes.
All the educators, so whether you're a teacher assistant, assistant principal, you know what I'm saying? All y'all in the education field, shout out to y'all. It is also Nurses Week.
Word up.
So shout out to all the nurses and everything like that, RNs, LPNs, nurse practitioners,
UPNs.
UPNs.
Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all.
Lobotomists, whatever you do. If you wear scrubs,
then this is for you.
This is for you. This shout out's for you. Shout out to everybody that's
Yeah.
The education, the educators and stuff. Because y'all like when I'm saying this right, during the pandemic, all the parents out there that are not educators, you see what the fuck your teachers, when you be like, man, my kid ain't that bad. You actually get to see your asshole kid. You get to see how terrible your kid is. Face to face, you like, oh, you really don't listen. Miss Jones was right about you, like,
or you get to see their learning style too,
right?
Like,
there you go.
You know what I'm saying? That's something else, as well. You get to see their learning style because it's a lot of kids that still, struggling on a virtual.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of teachers still struggling too. Like it's on both ends. Because their teaching style may be different than what I'm saying,
than with the learning style,
than what what's available. So, whether you're teaching virtually, whether you got limited students in your class, whether you got a crazy workload. Shout out to y'all.
Shout out to the teachers.
Shout out to the teachers for real. That's y'all are underpaid and underappreciated. Shout out to y'all.
And if COVID didn't say, what I'm saying is right here, COVID proved that.
Yep.
COVID has proven that teachers work stupid hard because, like I said, people are you're complaining about your 1 to 5 kids. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think anybody has 16 kids right now trying to go to school.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? You got 1 to 3 average people, like 1 to 3 kids, and you are struggling. You're pulling your hair out, and you telling me that the teacher has to deal not with only your child, but another 20, 30 else children or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So,
and then God forbid they got kids of their own. When they come home, they still got to be a parent. You know what I'm saying? It's like goodness.
Oh, shout out to Uncle Dean in the comments. Dean Irwin.
What up, Dean?
What's
that's your real uncle?
I was about to say, is that your uncle?
That's real. That's
my real uncle.
Okay, cool. Hey, yo, uncle, keep your joint. We be roasting your nephew. That's what we do. We pick on him. It's the only reason why. I'm just gonna be truthful because I don't want him to get surprised or whatever. And Uncle Dean sound like what I'm saying. He about that life. You know what I'm saying?
What Uncle Dean call you? What's your nickname? What he call you?
He just called me by my.
He called you Patrick. He called you Patrick. He called you back. Okay.
Oh,
cool.
okay.
I thought Uncle Dean
he might call you like lump or something.
What's going on there, lump?
Lump.
Hey there now, lump.
Something crazy. But
I got an uncle that called me Super Woo.
Super Woo.
He like, what's going on there, Super Woo? I said, what? What's going on there, Super Woo? Oh man, I don't know what Super Woo is, but I answer to that joint every time. He the only person in the family call me that.
Yeah.
What's going on there, Super Woo? I said, what's up? Make me feel good. I'm like,
he tried to tie in the fact that you was a Woo fan. That's what it was.
Not even a Woo. I think it's like short for wolf or whatever. I don't know, like Super Woof. I don't know. It's a real weird way he say it, man. I'm not even saying it right.
You might have been woofing that time. Really needed a haircut. He was teasing.
Could have been woofing, but he's not from Philly, so he doesn't use woofing.
Right.
And a lot of people woofing and winging too. Those are two underused slang words that we use in Philly. Winging. It's mean when you stinking.
Like making it up, like winging it.
No. We mean you're winging if you stinking.
Humming, winging.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, humming.
Yeah, stink.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's what's up, man. Shout out to Uncle Dean, man. Uncle Dean, we might bring him on the show.
Oh, so Brevin know him, okay.
Oh, Brev know Uncle Dean.
Brev actually know him. He said bad as bait. It's right. He already put some respect on it already.
Right, that's what respect.
So Brev actually know him, though. All right, for sure. Okay.
No doubt.
That's what's up. See, we're connecting the dots that intelligently Ratchet. That's what we do, man.
That's
bring everybody together.
He might be his uncle too. You just don't know it.
You never know. Brad. That might be related down the line somewhere.
I'm just saying.
How your grandmama, my grandmama?
You know what I'm saying?
Stupid.
Don't know. You
Never
don't know.
Never know.
You never know. He might be your fifth cousin.
Might be his fifth brother.
Oh, fifth brother.
Oh,
wow.
no.
Don't do that. Don't do that to Mr.
Move right along.
Don't do that to me. You know, shit. I don't want Pops Evans come over like, what y'all say about me? I ain't gonna. This nigga.
It was like,
This guy.
Okay, him and his pops are friends. All right, no doubt.
That's what's up.
No doubt.
He said basically, yeah, they friends. And like, if you friends, then yeah, you part of the family.
That's it.
There you go.
Because Chris is like my son too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Where them shoelaces at, son? Need them
Knew it was coming.
shoelaces.
I was gonna say I just need you to kick in then.
I need.
You
Nope.
know
Nope. You're financially. You're the financial dad. I'm the fun dad.
You know?
You're the fun. Okay.
Oh man.
Bishop is
I'm like the older. I'm like the older brother. let me downgrade my motherfucking shit. I am like the uncle. Like fuck, I'm the deadbeat alcoholic uncle that comes to let you do shit. You want to set a fire? Let's set a goddamn fire.
Outside.
Come on, Super Whoop. I let him cuss. I can cuss in front of Uncle Bishop.
There you go.
Yo, I'm trying to think that I have in my aunts or uncles I could do anything like that. Not till I was older. Like just freely.
Yeah,
you know
my Uncle Tommy was that. Yeah, he was like he was there like I remember I told when I say my pops, like it's a gossip queen. So I told my pops I lost my virginity. Right. And it got through the whole family like one night. The whole fucking family. It hit the grapevine. Like I'm saying, it hit the grapevine like, and it was like when it was house phones. So it was like, you know what I mean? It wasn't no cell phones or nothing like that. I told my pops I lost, sat at the kitchen table. Told him I had lost my virginity. And it gets around. So I goes to my grandmother's house the next day, right?
Okay.
My uncle's still living with my grandma in the basement and everything like that. I got a basement uncle, you know what I'm saying? So he up there, he about a little bit shorter than Justin or whatever. So you just see his hand over the refrigerator. He in the refrigerator. He hear me come in or whatever. I say hello to my grandmother. He like, hey.
Heard you fuck.
Ream the dream.
Oh man.
All right. Heard you got you some ass.
Yeah.
You out here. I say, yo, it was literally 10 hours later. Like, how did you get this information that quick?
Look, you know what happened? Is when everybody, calls somebody on three-way. So you one person three-way, the next person three-way, the next person three-way, and the whole family.
You know what he did?
Line.
He called all the brothers. So I guess he let all the brothers know.
Like,
all his brothers know this was going down. Yo, look,
my son got it.
All right.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
All right. My son killing the game.
You ever got caught by your parents?
Never got caught by my parents. Never.
See,
but
never over here either.
You never got caught by your parents? You got caught by your moms? How did that work? Was you like, woo?
I was grown though.
Okay, cool.
I was actually, yeah. I technically I was grown. I was like 20.
Okay, yeah.
So but I was all over my grandma's house. That chick staying. We in the bed. Just got finished. We just laying there. My mom come up the stairs, come in the room, sit on the edge of the bed. Me and her still. I'm like,
what are you doing?
Yo, what are you?
Like, she's like, look, you done already did it.
She like, shoot, you already finished now.
Yeah, you already did. I ain't interrupting, man. I was like,
nah, man. Have you ever caught your parents though?
No.
Have you ever caught your parents? Yeah, I've walked in.
Jeez.
Have you got caught by your kids though? I've done that too. Like it's full circle. You know what I'm saying? I've been straight up ass up in a nasty position. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's no explaining. Put me in the headlock, baby.
Kids come in. What are you doing with my mama? Get off my mama.
But why is it always you doing something to your mom? Right?
Why is your mom not doing this to me?
I'm just like,
I'm in there talking shit and everything like that. Door crack open and slam closed. Boom. Like I was like, well, we got caught. We got caught.
Crazy.
Like, man,
Crazy.
we gotta start locking that door.
You gotta really make sure they couldn't see.
Man, you got because sometimes it's anytime I got caught, it's never been late at night. It's always been that good morning.
Mm-hmm.
That you know what I'm saying, that morning, you know what I'm saying?
That the morning wood, you ain't PJ.
Get nasty.
That's how you be too. You probably do be like, you nasty. Oh my God.
Super woo.
Super woo.
Goodness. High five. Then I give a high five and go down and play Xbox.
You don't even wash.
You don't even wash all.
It's mine. It's mine. But first of all, I don't have to wash. I know where it's been.
Oh,
God, wash it.
You don't even rinse it off.
No, don't even rinse it off. Just put it.
No hot water.
Maybe just lint on it and all that stuff. Gum wrapper stuck to it and all that. But it's all good. It's all good. We'll get it cleaned up later on.
Okay.
As long as I wash it off before I put it back in. That's where.
That's the point. It's all there. What's the point?
Just wash it off before. Oh man,
that's right, bro.
High five. No, I'm not high five.
I give myself a high five.
You high five her with that one. I don't know where your hands is at. Now I'm thinking about it.
So every time you dap you up, you're gonna think about it. Like high five.
Right. And we was high fiving like hell last week. We was the high five champions of the world.
None of the high fives were sticky, ladies and gentlemen. There was no sticky high fives. It was none.
Damn. Goodness.
That's terrible.
Goodness.
Man, we are.
Yeah.
All right. But you know who ain't high fiving though? No more.
Who that?
Bill Gates and Melinda.
Wow.
Yo, when I seen that, I bugged out.
What happened? Talk to me.
They getting divorced.
Well, hey.
That's crazy.
It happens.
She about to be rich as hell.
She already rich as hell.
But she about to be double.
Nah, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn.
Well, it ain't like she like
she had no. I mean, don't get me wrong. She's very educated.
Mm-hmm.
She had a lot of input and impact in how Microsoft was, being created, operated, ran. That's where they met because she was working for Microsoft. So yeah, she definitely helped. Develop the company, the business, and everything like that. I'm just like,
yo, power couples. Like shit, 27 years though, right?
Yeah, but I think she getting like 60-something billion.
Hey,
I'm not mad about the money.
Right.
I'm just like,
why? Yo, you motherfuckers you created Microsoft,
right? Like,
why couldn't y'all stay together? Yeah. It's like, why couldn't y'all stay together for the children?
Y'all got all these philanthropic organizations and doing.
Well, you can still be. I'm just saying
they still can do that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just like, damn.
It's kind of like Jeff Bezos' wife. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When she took the joint, she started doing upper shit. So it
but Jeff Bezos is what I'm saying is it just is the shock. I'm like, it's Bill Gates. You'll never hear Bill Gates doing some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Man, Bill Gates might be a dick.
He may be
in the background.
He may be. Like, I didn't realize Steve Jobs was the dick that he was. Like, he want to spend no time with his kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had a daughter.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And he just like completely like disregarded it. You know what I'm saying? And everything like that because he was so focused on
windows crashing over.
But yeah, it's just like, damn, they getting divorced. Like, shoot, okay. So
y'all, like, what will affect me more is if Swiss and Alicia Keys get divorced. That would hurt.
That would hurt.
That would hurt.
Because they're like, a couple that you like, oh, right. So it's just like, damn, I wouldn't. Damn, what's going on with them?
Maybe
what's going on with the Gates and they
man, I'm
divorced?
saying, yo, it's like let's look at Bill Gates.
Okay.
And let's look at Melinda.
Uh-huh.
He married up. Let's talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Uh-huh. When it comes down to, like, Melinda is not a bad looking woman.
Right.
And Bill Gates is a bad looking dude. You know what I'm saying? He looks like the other supervillain on, what was it? The Minions or You know the dude with the orange dress, the orange jumpsuit,
like he tucks in his shirt and his sweatpants.
Right. Yeah. Like he wear him too high.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He
always, at the belly button.
At the belly button.
Look like the villain for sure.
He does.
Look, check him out real quick. Hold on.
Look at him. Excellent. Yes. Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one wants Bill Gates.
I'm just saying.
At $1 billion, like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if I was a lady, I wouldn't fuck Bill Gates. Like, it's probably not even.
He just seems like an awkward person in general.
Yeah.
Like, money or no money, he just seems like a awkward person.
Right.
I mean, I get that now some people will argue like, oh, when you're a genius, you don't relate to regular people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think Melinda's a regular person.
There may be some of that.
And they just might be tired of each other too.
Right. I just, like I said, 27 years, and like their oldest kid is now like 18, 19, or the youngest 18, 19. Mm-hmm. So it's like, all right, my kid is an adult. They out the house.
Right.
We done. You know,
because when you rich like that, you like, yo, man, take the 60 billion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, like, I got take the 60. Just
like, I'm not even pissed off at the 60
You
billion.
take the 60 billion, I'll keep the 30 billion, whatever. Get out my face. Because when you're rich like that, you want like the shit, like you could just do this right here. Like you could sit there and you could have a fucking business, and it's probably not even emotional. Like, you know what I'm saying? One of my partners is going through a divorce too, and he's just like, yo, man, we made a decision that, hey man, we had a good run. It's time, like we just not in it. You're not in it no more. Nah, right. You know what I'm saying? And that takes away all the animosity and all that stuff. And then you could be friends later on. You know what I'm saying? And you can you could be Bruce Willis and Demi Moore. You know what I'm saying? Where everybody's happy and you go have Thanksgiving with the new boyfriend and all that stuff, and not fucking.
You think you could do that?
Hell yeah, man! I don't care about nobody, man. I'm so self-centered. I'm so self-centered. I can't let nobody get me out of my pocket. Fuck Ryan. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Ryan? How you doing? Everything good? You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as he don't cross certain lines, it's all good. I'm about like, because my thing is, it makes life a lot easier when you're not a dick. You know what I'm saying? When you just not in there just trying to throw monkey wrenches with the way shit working. You know
don't get me wrong. Like, I could be at like events, like let's say it's child's birthday party, or you know what I'm saying, something like that. Then I could talk or whatever. But I'm not taking a vacation with them. I don't know. I ain't doing it. And I don't want y'all taking no vacation with me.
No, I'm saying we're going to take a family vacation. But you know what I'm bringing? You know what I'm bringing? I'm bringing the baddest joint ever. Let's go. Let's go. They paying for it. They got the 60 billion. Let's go.
I mean, if that's the case, then
Can I bring my fiance? You wasn't just saying, I'm going to bring my fiance.
That's terrible. I believe you, but that's terrible.
I'm gonna bring my fiance. Shit, because guess what? When I'm gonna say this right here,
what's that?
I'm like Will Smith. Shout out to Will Smith, and everybody's hitting me up like, yo, you gonna do the Will Smith challenge? I'm thinking about doing it.
What's the Will Smith?
You should do it.
I know he gained weight.
And he took the picture. So you gotta take a picture like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Now I gotta find some black drawers though, because anything else, you know what I'm saying, that print dart showing, it might might get too many likes.
Gonna be like that. Be like this. Look at it.
Look at that.
Yeah, we know J. Cole about to drop on the 14th. I'm looking forward to that.
That's gonna be
flame.
Yeah.
It should be. It
should be flames like the backboard, right?
Or it could be a snooze fest.
Yeah, because I'm hoping it's not like KOD. I did not like KOD.
Because J. Cole.
You didn't like the switch up? You like old
J. Cole likes to rap in NPR. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like he's like, all right, this is J. Cole. Here at the smooth, intelligent rap. Today in the system, black people were held down.
I just don't. He talking to me because me and Danny be talking about it all the time. Like, I just don't like K. That's the only one I don't like. I like all the right. I liked all the mixtapes, all the other albums. I just didn't like KOD. So
I just want him to get a little hype. I don't know, man. I just like aggressive rap music. You know what I'm saying?
You need gun bars.
I need, and not even gun bar. I just need you to just be like, yo, listen here. I need a threat. I need I need you to threaten somebody on your joint. You know what I'm saying? I need that. You know, you can have a great time, but I need you to be like, hey, yo, on a couple songs, I still can rap, yo. Like I need some.
Still get busy.
I can still get busy. Like even if you don't go through the gun bars or nothing like that, I still want you to be aggressive on your joints. So
right.
That's what I like.
I got you. I understand.
So who you listen to right now, then, Bishop? Like who's on repeat for you right now?
You know who I'm. This RJ Payne. I'm fucking with RJ Payne right now. Okay. I'm fucking with Ransom. Of course, Griselda. Black Thought. You know what I'm saying? Black Thought. I'm rocking with who else joined? I'm also rocking with I'm going back too, listening to some old stuff. Like I got the Belly soundtrack on repeat right now.
Oh,
so, word. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going back. I got Red and Meth joints popping off, you know what I'm saying, from that joint. So yeah, I'm listening to a few different joints, but yeah, like that new Conway, well, that's all Griselda, the whole Griselda team, whatever they put out, I'm listening to it right now.
Yeah.
Shit, that's it. What about you, B?
Yo, I'm just listening to that Kazi for Lettuce right now. I'll be honest with you.
Oh,
I got that
shout out Kazi.
That's what I'm listening to.
Shout out Kazi.
If y'all don't have that joint, you definitely get it. 1,000 Shades of Black. Yeah. My favorite joint right now, of course, with the new video, Did My Best. That's where I'm rocking at.
Okay.
Did My Best, Past the Sun. Those are my favorite too.
Okay, no doubt.
And then the Ultimate, just because I try to learn that verse. I want to rap it. Really nice.
Baby, Ultimate.
Right.
Yeah, that's
my favorite joint is Lights Go Down.
Lights Go Down?
Yeah.
Lights Go Down live?
Yeah.
Lights Go Down live when he did that joint at Beats and Bars. It was like when the lights go down.
Yeah, I like that. That's
lights go down. Oh yeah, Pat Jr.
Pat Jr. is gonna be in my top 5 always.
Right.
But also shouting out Kazi because he got that joint with Shane.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So yeah, make sure y'all check that out.
Speaking of Shane, man, Shane's manager's coming on tonight. Finn the DJ, Finn and Saint Umair, or Sean Dawn, that back twister. You know what I'm saying, from Justice League ilk.
No doubt.
He's supposed to be on here. So.
Okay, cool. That's what's up. Like I said, we still got some other things we're going to talk about. We're just going to be shooting the shit on this, but yeah, Danny, always gotta go with Pat Jr. He's always been consistently one of my favorites. Always been listening to him. So we gotta get him back on the show. And,
it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. I remember when he did his album drop.
Yeah,
the listening party.
Yeah, we did it at Vibe House.
We did it at Vibe House.
It was the first Vibe House.
Yeah, the first Vibe House.
OG Vibe House. Shout out to the Vibe House, man.
Shout out to Vibe House. Everything's going on there, and the clothing line and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Love it.
Yeah. Has Straight to Tape ever done a listening party?
I don't think so.
I don't know. They may do it after I say this now. So
yeah, Perry gonna jump on it.
Yeah,
You're gonna jump on it right now.
Put the battery in his back now. Now you gotta show off.
But yeah, man. So let's talk about this, man. Well, we can't talk about that. We talked about Teacher Appreciation Week.
Yeah,
but let's talk about something that we don't want to appreciate: the trillions of cicadas that are coming.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all don't know what cicadas are, they're the big bugs with the long wings. They're about that big, and they make that sound. You ever know? You know what I'm saying? They always like, and you're like, what the hell makes that noise? Cicadas. Trillions of them on their way. It's been 7 years. They come out every 7 years or something like that.
Shit, I don't know.
So what they do is this.
I was looking at the word like sciaticas.
Yeah, sciaticas. Goddamn sciaticas. My back.
Sciatica. I don't know. We're gonna talk about
that sciatica is coming. Like damn, you talking about lower back pain?
That's what I was like. You stretch. I don't know what the hell going on.
Yo, sciatica is like Kegels. You know what I'm saying? It's like because it's one of those words. It's like because if you say Kegels, then whoever does Kegels will do the Kegels. Right. If you say Kegels,
I just clenched 3 times.
You'll clench up. You'll clench up. You know what I'm saying? If you practicing Kegels. Yep. So sciatica is the same thing. It's like this. You feel a ping every time you say sciatica. You feel a ping on your lower back. At least I do because I got back pain. So,
so if y'all don't know what these things look like,
cicadas.
These crazy looking things.
Yeah, there they go. They ain't harmless. They look crazy, but they're harmless.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But them joints, it's going to be trillions of those out there.
Why is it? Why do they come every 7 years? Like locusts?
No. So what it is that's the gestation period for them. So they spend most of their lives underground. So it's almost like like butterflies. You know what I'm saying? You know, they spend most of their lives on the ground, and they're like the grubby creatures, and then they grow, and then they get wings, and then they fly.
Nah, ain't cool.
Yeah.
Nah.
So
I don't like that.
But it's trillions of them.
I'm banging on any cicada I see.
They're gonna bang back on you. This is big, yo. This ain't no joke.
Hard.
And hard. Big and hard.
Where they be at? Where they hang out at?
They hang out everywhere, yo. Yeah, so they grow 7 years and emerge and eat, fucking die.
How long they be? What's their lifespan?
They 7 years. And like a couple of days.
Like when they spawn or do whatever, when they emerge, what's their lifespan?
I think like what? Hey, Danny, can you check that for us?
Like a couple months?
Yeah, I mean, I think they're like a few weeks.
Oh, just a couple weeks. All right, so I just quarantine then. I don't be doing bugs like that.
But it's just gonna be. But what it is not really about them flying around. It's about the noise, the amount of fucking that noise, man. It's gonna be crazy.
I'm cool on the noise.
Trillions.
Look, I put white noise on. I got noise canceling headphones.
I'm about to say, put the headphones on. You good?
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm straight.
Well, but I'm saying that's what I'm saying for the people that are not super filthy rich like yourself and phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a struggle. It's going to be a struggle for other people. You know what I'm saying? The people that don't live in the elitist first world countries that you guys live in with technology and your robot butlers.
Hey, look. Shout out to Roomba. Shout out to Brava.
There you go.
Bringing you drinks and shit.
Nah, they just clean the floors. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yo, I'm telling you, man, that iRobot, Roomba, and Brava are awesome.
So would they do the same thing or do different things?
It's just robot. Yeah, the Roomba is the vacuum.
Okay.
And the Brava is the mop.
The mop. So you do put water in that bitch?
Yeah, you just gotta throw some water on it, or and it like sprays out the jets, or you can put like one of the Swiffer wet pad joints on there, and it's just all that.
That's so when does it actually stop? It's just whenever it feels like it's completed that room. Like
I got the sensors and the camera and stuff, so it know the area that it's supposed to clean.
Okay, so you said on a specific area. I thought it was one of those things where you turn it on, like you turn it on in your kitchen, it'll just go around until it feels like it's hit the whole kitchen.
It got sensors, so it know it. You know, it got sensors and cameras, so it know where
where it should be at.
So it won't travel from room to room, is what I'm asking.
If you wanted to,
okay.
Yeah, you can make zones and all that stuff, and if you just want to do the kitchen, but it also got enough sensors to know, like, all right, this isn't hardwood, this is carpet. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's not going to go on carpet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
So, but if you got hardwood and tile, you know what I'm saying? It can sense that. You know, so it's crazy. It's dope. I love it.
That's what's up. You just let it do it. So Danny says some grow on the ground for a year, some do 17 years, and then they're above ground for 5 to 6 weeks.
5 to 6 weeks. Thanks, Danny. Well, appreciate it.
Okay.
So this is like the sweet spot. It's like the cats that did 17 years in, and the you know what I'm saying, the lifers. They coming out and
they getting pardoned.
They getting pardoned, and then so it's like this is like the kind of, that's the reason why so many of them, because it's like the gaps. It's like you the year dudes, these are 7 dudes,
and the 7. They all just coming.
They all coming out right now.
Dang, that's crazy.
They out. I'm saying they got that parole. So cicadas, though. Shout out to cicadas. You know what else I found out? Speaking of nature and shit. Did you know dandelions, the shit that you blow, like them shits, you know that's waterproof? Like you could actually dip that in a glass of water and it'll come out dry.
We saw this on TikTok.
I just
it sounds like some TikTok.
It sounds like some TikTok factor cap.
Yo, seeing that shit blew my mind.
Dandelion, it comes back dry.
It comes back dry. Like yo,
no one ever thought to try that.
I'm out here looking for dandelions right now. And it's just like all I got is the white flowers. But you know what I'm saying? I'm looking for the dandelions right now. But shout out too that I heard that the actual yellow flowers are also about dandelions, that it's good for your heart. So if you do like a dandelion soup or tea, the dandelion, the enzymes in the dandelion are the best things for your heart. In the world, and you thought it was a weed.
Okay.
That's right, Danny.
Yeah, TikTok we do be dropping knowledge. I use that TikTok for that picture, some picture joints. Like it was like put your picture on this settings. You know what I'm saying? Do the exposure, do the brightness, do the contrast, all this.
So that's why you look. That's why you look so beautiful in your pictures.
I know. I just started it. I was like, I just look naturally beautiful because I use an iPhone. Like an adult.
Here we go. Here you go.
Here we go.
You gave me iPhone.
The Android slander.
I'm just saying. Look,
Android
iPhones are better. iPhones are better.
iPhones
are not like my joint.
Okay. That look like a Windows phone. I don't even.
No, man. That's a Pixel. That's Samsung. Look, hold on. Bring it a little closer. That's the Samsung Galaxy S20 Note right there. It's the Ultra.
The S20.
The Ultra.
Okay.
The Ultra.
Okay.
That's all phenomenal.
Right. That's cute.
All P now I'm gonna do is make calls on that text.
That's cute.
All the shit that phone do, he's not unlocked like 25%. Because that's why I was like, yo, why do I? Because I used to be getting the notes and all that stuff. I'm like, why I get the shit when I'm only using 25% of what the phone can actually do.
You're not using it.
I'm not.
Yeah, like
you're not.
Money.
But people do. You know, some people actually be using their phones and stuff. But yeah, I don't like, and that's why I don't like texting y'all, because I be seeing the ugly green bubble. I can't stand texting y'all.
That's not one of the foldable joints. Then it ain't quite that brave yet. Excuse me, Daniel. Not quite yet. I seen the videos for the foldable joint. It looks interesting. It took a lot longer to hit the market than it was supposed to, because it was come out like 5 years ago. But I can't go quite that far yet. Maybe one day. But
not that.
Why do people want to go back to foldable phones?
Because
why?
The same reason why I have these cartoon characters on my shirt, nostalgia.
Okay,
that's all it is.
That's what it is. Hold on, what you got on your shirt there, brother?
See that right there. The whole Nickelodeon lineup. Ren and Stimpy, the Rugrats, Real Monsters, Reptars over there. You know what I'm saying? I got Rocco's Modern Life on the joint. It's a bunch of stuff on the Wild Thornberries.
Danny, you have Apple product. Why are you saying I'm being bougie? I'm gonna start calling you out. You got Apple product, bro. You be talking to me about it. You know what I'm saying?
Danny just out here trying to be.
My man was excited. He got his iPhone. He called me. He's like, "Yo, you the first one I hit up. I'm gonna FaceTime you. I'm all excited." I don't even hear that.
Hey, so you're my only friend.
Nah, man. I've gone to the dark side. I'm cool.
and that's where you choose to stay.
Yeah, I'm gonna just stay with it. You know what I'm saying? The whole ecosystem. I love it.
Hold on. I'm about to text to see because I want to get into this. I really want to get into this Invincible joint. You know what I'm saying? They playing with my emotions right now.
Invincible. Okay.
Invincible joint.
Look at it. I just got the magic keyboard from the MacBook too. You know what I'm saying?
Look at that.
I'm on a new level.
Yeah. Yeah. My man Danny. That's it.
He said he got them both. I feel you on that, man. You know what's crazy? I'll be talking junk to Just, and like right now I'm on a MacBook Pro, so like I can't say for so much. I just don't like into the phones. I like the other Apple products, just not the phone for me.
Hey, once you start,
eventually I'm gonna cross over though, most likely, because then I can just sync everything together and save myself some time.
Like, it's just seamless.
But guess what? That's when the hackers get all your shit. No, so you know what I'm saying? No. That's when they hack you.
No, it's more secure.
Hack one time and they get everything.
Get hacked one time. Listen, they're gonna come out.
It's a closed source.
Yeah, you think it now, bro. But guess what? When Skynet comes online, nigga, then guess what? You gonna fucking be like, you synced everything. Now my computer is killing me. You ever seen Transformers?
Mm-hmm.
Listen, this is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you what's happening. All you Apple snobs, you got everything Apple. Skynet's gonna go live on Apple, and then what it's gonna do is gonna combine your phone with your computer and your toaster and your Apple TV, and you know what? You're gonna have 100-pound hunk of metal out that motherfucker trying to kill you.
And then what's gonna happen with everybody that got all the Windows computers? The same thing.
Listen, but they're gonna get y'all first because y'all snobby.
They gonna get y'all first because y'all easy.
Listen, whoa,
it's open source.
No, it's not. What I'm saying is like this: the open source. What I'm saying is just right. They want you guys. You guys,
y'all open source.
You know what it is? You guys are gonna. That's the Apple. The Matrix is the app.
Where's some tech people? Ain't tech Ratchet tears in here.
We got some tech people in the house. I see.
It's a bunch of them. It's a bunch of
them in here.
It's a bunch of them. But I'm gonna say is this right here. Like, okay, with the Matrix, Daniel, and everybody else, Brev, that's out here right now. Listen, is the Matrix Apple or is it Android? I'm going with the Matrix being Apple. I'm thinking all the Matrix robots are all Apple designed.
Yeah. Here's a fun fact I think about Apple that I found out. They have a deal with like anytime the phones are in the movies, it's a little Easter egg. You know who's the villain because villains cannot use Apple phones.
Whoa.
Really?
Yep.
Interesting.
They do not want the villain to use the phone. So if you see somebody using an Apple phone and then you see someone else using like an Android or a Windows phone, more than likely they're the villain.
Wow. I never knew
crazy.
That.
Yeah. Yo, what else I like too is like on how some shows, how they use different fruit instead of Apple. They be like, yo, here's the pear phone or the pineapple phone or something like that. They do it, but it's like an Apple product or whatever. So I like the way they do that when they don't have licenses.
Right.
I think that's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yo, so what you say, the Matrix is Google for sure? I mean, okay. Apple is evil.
How is Apple evil? They don't want the villain using the phone.
Because
they only want good people using
Listen,
the phone.
what I'm saying, as a villain, if you're a villain, honestly, if you're a villain, do you want to be associated with villains? No.
Sure.
Look at Lex Luthor. You didn't know Lex Luthor was Lex Luthor until he started trying to kill. He kept that shit on the low.
Okay.
You know what I'm
talking
saying?
about like his public image. Okay, I got you.
His public image, yeah. They don't want, if you're a nefarious villain like Apple is, you know what I'm saying, then you want to be like Homelander to the public. You know what I'm saying? You're this great person, and behind doors, you're sucking titties. You know what I mean? For milk. And that's what Apple does.
I was like, wait, they doing what now?
What?
Have y'all not seen the boys?
Bishop was going, it was headed up.
Y'all not seen the boys?
Fell out.
No, this shit was. You got to see the boys to get that reference.
Yeah,
you got to get see the boys.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I definitely know what you're talking about.
Homelander is super freaking so evil that he was using a lady to suck her titties because he never had parents. He was growing in a lab.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so if you're evil, are you gonna walk down the street screaming how evil you are?
How evil? I'm evil. That's how you get. Then you go into your villain montage or whatever, and that's when the hero kicks your ass and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, speaking of montages, back over. Let's do a callback to last week. Y'all talked about the last episode of, I was about to say of Captain America, of Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yes, sir.
What did y'all think about that long ass speech at the end? Did y'all feel like it was justified? It was cool. The monologue, because it was really long, like, and awkward.
It was the fact that, okay, we got your attention. And here is where we're going to be attempted to spoon
bring some more wokeness
to you, because it wasn't hard. Like, it didn't speak for the wokest of the woke, right? Or intelligent woke people. It spoke to the people that want entry level wokeness. It was like, yo, I'm deciding to be woke. Here it is. You know what I'm saying? Fisher Price, my first woke speech. That's what it was.
Okay, so that's what they were going for. I got you. Because it made sense. It didn't make sense. I understood what he was saying, but it just felt like it dragged on for a while. Like, I thought the speeches were going to be half as long as it was. So like I was like, oh, okay, he's about to wrap it up. And he just kept going and kept going. I was like, all right, like, get to the point. I got it. But I guess it's because it wasn't for me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's probably why it was really.
It like at the point. It was like the GI. It's like GI Joe. Like the GI Joe. Like, don't be a bully. You know what I'm saying? It was like one of those messages. It was like, if no one is half the battle type of situation. So that's what I pulled from it. It was very well written. It was just the way that they set it up. It was like, boom. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he helped write it too. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay. It was written to say, hey, here's the message. You know what I mean? And this is what we've been saying. It kind of broke down. It's like, hey, if you didn't catch all the Easter eggs that all the woke people caught,
right.
I'm gonna put it in a nice package for you.
So
that way you know that you should treat people better.
I got you.
Don't call people terrorists, because you could be the terrorist.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
All
Shout
about
out to
the
black
perspective.
people. Hi, black people. I'm still black. Black people.
Right.
It was like that. It was like, yo, hey, white people, stop being dicks. Black people rule. You know what I'm saying? It was just one of those situations.
So what you think about the new lineup for the you seen the lineup for all the Marvel movies?
Listen, my man put it together like this. He said, yo, he's an avid comic book reader. He said, Marvel has me so excited about comic books I never wanted to read. Like, I'm so hyped for the Marvels, for the Eternals. I'm trying to touch it. I'm on some shit like this. Like, I don't know anything about these cats. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like the Inhumans. Remember when that show was out? I enjoyed the Inhumans joint. Like that first season. I don't know if it could have been more than one season, but you know what I'm saying? It was super dope. It was like, oh fuck, yay! You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and they starting to pull out motherfuckers that aren't the major people. Now you get you kind of get the gist of the whole universe now. Now it's like, it's just not Captain America. Right. It's a motherfucker with these dudes over here. And then you know what I'm saying, it's the Watchers, it's the you know what I'm saying, you could bring in the Cosmos, the Silver Surfers, and all that shit. So I think it's real dope.
Okay.
When you mentioned the Silver Surfer, that would kind of indicate we might end up, you think, another standalone Silver Surfer movie? Or running back to the Fantastic Four again?
Wait a minute. Another. They did a Silver Surfer standalone movie.
Oh, excuse me. No, I'm sorry. No, they didn't. I'm thinking about the second Fantastic Four they made.
Four was Silver Surfer. Now they are doing a Fantastic Four. They did announce that one.
Right.
Who's the Human Torch? I want to ask.
I don't think they announced the cast. They just did the thing.
But I want to say this right here.
Okay.
They fell at Fantastic Four in the hump. Like they cannot make good movies for those two comic books. I don't know why. Danny, why can't they make? I'm asking Danny directly.
They did Fantastic Four like 4 times, 4 times,
3 times, I think.
Yeah, no, they did. They did the first trilogy. They did the first trilogy. Silver Surfer, Fantastic Four, the first one, the second one, and the third one. Right? It was 3 of those, right?
I thought it was. But then it was 2, and then they went back and did it again. Oh no, excuse me. No, you're right. It was
they had the one.
They had Michael B. Jordan when he was the Torch.
Right. He was Torch.
That would technically be the third one, right?
That would be the fourth one. That's the fourth. That's the reboot.
Yeah.
When you know what I'm saying, when I think they did the Thane a lot doper on that one. That Thane was doper. You know what I'm saying? I like the way they did him or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying, the realism and that or whatever. But yeah, man, I just like, why can't y'all do this shit good?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Why can't y'all just?
But was Marvel doing it, or was it Fox?
You might have a point there. You might have a point.
Yeah, I think it was. I don't know.
Oh, they focused on the powers, and they focus on the powers instead of focus on the family.
Okay.
So they should tell a family story like they do with everybody else. They should tell a better story.
I think so.
And then, you know what I'm saying, make you care about the family. And then we're a family just happen to have superpowers instead of a superpower family.
Okay.
If they have what's Reed Richards and Sue Storm's son's name?
Ooh.
No, I'm asking Danny. I'm just So what I'm saying, because this little motherfucker, if they could do the Fantastic Four with him in it in the MCU, he'll shut shit down because he can literally change reality to what he wants it to be. You know what I'm saying? It's like him and Wanda are almost on the same level, but he's considered a mutant because his parents, Franklin.
Okay.
Franklin.
I don't want a movie. I want another series. Like I enjoyed Falcon and Winter Soldier, and I enjoyed the second half of, you know what I'm saying, WandaVision once things start, going. Right. And I was like, basically, I mean, even though the joints was 30 minutes, but it's like, all right, 8 episodes is like, I still got a good, you binge it, and it's like,
it's still a long movie.
It's still a long movie.
It's Snyder cut.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can binge it.
And it's like, all right, I like that. So, because one of my coworkers, he can't watch TV at home. Like, his wife thinks it's the devil. So, unless it's PBS or, like a Christian channel or whatever. So, he watches like a buttload of TV at work or whatever.
Wow.
When he's
And,
working.
Whoa. Can I say this right here?
Well, he's one of our telecommunicators, one of our dispatchers. So we're not talking on radio or nothing going on, and we got the TV up in the office. So we got one of the smart TVs, got Netflix on
he
there.
just be in that shit like, oh.
So I just put Disney Plus on there, and so yesterday and today. He watched damn near all of WandaVision yesterday, finished it up today, so now he's watching Falcon and Winter Soldier. Wow. So I just happened to be, sitting with him a lot of times and talking, and I'm like, dang, that's what's like, I really liked it like this, and I'm like, yeah, I would rather see Fantastic Four,
some of them, in a series, so that way they can, you could really dive deep into the character development. And
I'd
stuff
rather
like that.
do it like that. I like it better. It'd be dope. So yeah, that's just my take on it.
Yo, man. My thing is,
it's time you switch departments.
He said, "Y'all got what we need to talk." Like, first of all, like, because we just talked about relationships last night, right? We just talked about relationships last night on Battle Buddies. Shout out to Just pulling up in the driveway, and just what I'm saying. I was like, "Here comes Just came to beat me up for whatever reason." but it's like, how do you want to watch TV, right? And your wife tell you can't watch TV,
right?
Like,
yeah, he can't even watch sport. Like, he gotta watch everything at work.
So he cheats with the TV.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I can't live a life like that. You're not gonna sit here. Whoa.
Yeah.
You told me I can't have any other women. You gonna give me my goddamn TV? I'm gonna be able to watch what the fuck I want to watch, because I need some play. Because what am I doing?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, and like, how? Like, fuck that. Like, B. Like, nah. That's not that.
So Just, what was your man do? He be at the gun range all the time. Like, what's his?
What does he do
release?
for fun?
Like,
I don't know what he do outside of work.
He ain't no TV, so he can't watch. He can't watch TV. He can't play video games.
I don't know. I know he plays games on his phone, possibly. Or he out in the yard, or I don't know. But I just know, hey, at home
that's the friend.
Don't
watch
watch
TV.
TV.
Check on. he need an outlet.
TV. My thing is this right here. The fact is that he wants to watch TV. Like, if it was one of those things is, I don't care about it, then that's fine. If that's an agreement that you and your wife make, and you know what I'm saying, and we think the you know what I'm saying, that the TV's the devil altogether, and you guys all right. But when you got to go and sneak out and do that, fuck that. Like, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
I'm not saying he sneaks, but I mean, because she knows that he watches at work. You know what I'm saying? But
that just means he had a range.
He out of range.
Can't reach that far.
Yeah, like they don't got no cable. You know what I'm saying?
B. I would have to have a man room. I'm like, listen, I know you don't. I can't do it.
Yeah.
And maybe, like, I understand, like, yo, if you're an academic and you like, yo, I don't watch TV like that, we still would have a damn TV.
I mean, look, he's obviously
happy
enough to, continue on with it. They may be doing Bible study or prayer or whatever. Like, they may be doing some stuff in the community. I don't know. I don't.
There's got to be something to fill that time.
Right.
Gotta be.
But
well, shout out to him, man.
Shout out to him.
Hold your head, brother.
Because you ain't gonna do that at the nominal house.
Right.
P got, look, you I can't watch it. His wife come in and say, we ain't watching TV no more. He be like, shit, well, we no more. I'm out. I'm gonna take these pool balls.
You about to say, see where I'm at.
I'm gonna take my DJ equipment and my pool balls in the back door. Like, I feel like P Nominal gonna be like, they said the petty shit when you do a breakup. P gonna be the dude to take the toilet. He took the toilet seat off the toilet in the back door.
Took all the batteries out. Put bad batteries in the smoke detector. This is beeping and everything.
He took the boxes for the your phone charger. He took the boxes out of all the phone chargers. Like, the homie was petty, yo.
Petty.
Took all the spoons.
Yeah,
give you all this goddamn.
But yeah, so he was watching this stuff. And he's like, he just binged it today. He's like, oh,
it's the best ever.
Yeah, because he's always interested in Marvel stuff. So we're always talking about when we talk about the movies and everything. So it was just like, all right, cool. And so yeah, I couldn't do it.
I just got a word from Fanny.
Oh,
seconds.
All right,
like he's here.
Oh yeah.
Hey, look at that. Look at that.
All right. Finn, when you ready, you done setting up, gets the thumbs up. We bring you in.
We bring you in when you ready, bro.
Yeah.
This nigga drinking a juice box?
I don't know what you doing.
This nigga drinking a juice box. That's a
Why
juice
y'all
box.
looking?
It's probably organic juice, man. Yeah.
It's probably, you know what I'm saying? Look at him.
He said ready.
Oh, okay.
You ready?
I say give thumbs up.
You know.
Yo.
Oh, I thought that was a juice box, man. What is going on,
Yo.
Finn?
Right on time, ain't it?
My man, it's
Yeah,
like
man.
he want to say shalom.
Shalom.
I am Dr. Umar's brother.
Yeah.
There you go.
Dr. Umar.
Dr. Pumar.
Fumar. You Fumar.
My brothers and sisters, we have things to talk about this evening as I look at you Umarily.
Yo, golden era music in the house.
Yes,
Hey.
see, I'm fully branded here, you know.
I see.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, bring the camera down.
about.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Hold on, we gotta blow him up. Blow him up. We gotta show him.
Hey.
Oh, there you go. Look at him.
There
I
you
mean,
go.
like, you know, Harvard,
No doubt.
golden era
Yeah.
Harvard.
There you go.
Hey.
Hold it
Yeah.
down.
Yo, Finn slim down. Look like you on the juice too, bro. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like you've been doing some push-ups or something like that. You know what I mean?
Be
You
honest,
just got out.
I'm about to say he's locked up. That's where he's speaking all these words.
to be
Him and
honest,
Fumar.
I need to get back into the gym because
Man,
I gained some COVID weight and I'm ashamed of myself.
He got
Man,
that
shit,
COVID
you-
shit.
Passed out tying my shoe this morning.
Bree, you out here looking like you just
Yo.
came home from 15.
Man, you be trying to, you be like,
Like, whew.
damn.
You calling to help, baby.
Teach
help
them
daddy.
how my shoe.
Come help daddy for me.
Come
please.
help me.
Please.
That's what, I'm just wear these Crocs all
I'm
year.
just
I'm
wear
just
these
wear these
Crocs.
Crocs.
Now,
Slide in.
Now you see why I wear my Adidas and Puma slides all winter, all summer, all spring,
Right.
all fall.
I got to bend over and turn over now. You know what I'm saying? The only reason why you got to do Crocs, bend over to do Crocs, to put them on sport mode. You know what I'm saying? Because when you put them on sport mode, like
Hit that heel up.
hit that heel up, it's about to win. Is you can whip some ass or you got to run. You know what I'm saying? That's the only
If you wear Crocs, you just how to fight.
Yeah, you know what I'm
There
saying?
you
For real.
go.
Like my Crocs are, you know what I'm saying? My Crocs are all black. They like the black Air Force One, the Crocs. I'm about the violence 100% of the time.
He chose violence today.
I chose violence.
Bishop be trying to ball with Crocs on.
That's what I'm saying. When you put them in sport mode, you can do that. You know what I mean? They never
Sure.
slide off. They'll never slide off.
I'm
there.
mad you're saying sport mode.
Yeah, you put them.
Like that's the thing to say.
You said
gotta
what?
It's got to be a law against this. I mean,
Right.
Crocs, come on. Matter of fact, I told my man, man, his name is disappearing from my mind right now. But when he posted some Crocs, and it was the Crocs that Questlove wore, and he was like, "This is what we're doing." I was like, "No, this is not what we're doing. I don't care how many Grammys you win. No, we're not doing it."
I've been contemplating. I was like, damn, I don't know if I can
whoa,
get some Crocs.
whoa.
I'm like, I just can't do it. It's just something that I
Listen,
cannot get.
What I'm saying, I was the same thing. My brother too.
Right.
Rasheem, you know what I'm saying? He was at the crib. So my wife brought everybody Crocs or whatever, babies, you know what I'm saying?
They were like
Everybody,
cents a piece.
like, huh?
Yeah, it was 6 cents a piece, and like everybody get Crocs.
Everybody gets Crocs, right? You know what I'm saying? Them shit, first of all, them shit is not
It's like
6 cents a piece,
Dogecoin.
but you know what I'm saying? But she was like, everybody gets Crocs, right? So my brother was like, man, y'all got Crocs. I'm gonna get you a pair of Crocs. So he's like, all right, if you buy them or whatever. So she brought him some Crocs. Listen, this mug put them shits on. It was like, ooh. They ugly as shit, but these motherfuckers comfortable.
I mean, and that's what I keep hearing. I keep hearing that they're comfortable. I
Man,
just can't.
shit.
I can't do it.
D. Get you some, like I'm saying, what I'm gonna say is this right here. Go to the Croc store. Put your feet in some Crocs. And guess what? You can be like, you know, I'm gonna get 9 pair. You know what I'm saying? I need them to go with different outfits. I need them to go with my hat. You know what I'm saying?
Different outfits. You know what?
You can rock it. You cracking it up, man.
I mean, it's like I can see it as like just a regular house shoe. I need to run outside to the car real quick. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. But I can't.
That's what slides pay for.
Right.
Slides a
There
penny.
you go.
And boat shoes.
I got some penny loafers.
Boat shoes.
I got those.
Boat shoes are for all weather.
For all weather.
Exactly.
But see,
All
but
weather
I'm
boat
saying I
shoes.
can't wear belt shoes.
Put 'em
I got
on,
sweaty
man.
feet,
The
man.
ones.
So I gotta have air holes. The
Yeah.
Crocs do me well with air holes.
Pete look like he wear dock shoes, boat shoes.
I do.
Pete, with no
Like,
socks on.
With no socks.
Hard
No
by
socks
it.
running the TGI Fridays real quick.
Yo, y'all know my love for TGI Friday. You hitting it right on the head, brother. All that is correct.
Yo.
Hey, don't Pete look like he can the median?
Right, he do like me. His uncle on here too, yo. His uncle on here too, yo. So he's like, yo, so he might know. They might be third cousins.
That might be
third cousins.
Finn look like Loon to me right now.
Yo,
He
Finn
Oh, with the beard.
You
yes.
do. That's what I'm like.
Yo,
You do. It's like,
Hey,
I
that's
just been thinking, I'm like, he looked like somebody. to me.
that's why I'm Dr. Fumar. You know,
Fumar.
you know,
Right. Hey.
all beard right here.
You know
Man.
what I'm saying?
That's
Finn out
it.
here.
That's all.
I do have loon vibes right about now. If I
He
had,
giving Loon vibes.
if I had to
Yo.
it would have been real.
Yo, that's it,
Bro.
That's it. All you need is like 3 more grays in your beard. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah, yeah, for real. I got a couple. You know,
you got a couple. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what good, healthy living look like. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You gonna get no
You
grays in
just
your
for
beard
men?
and shit. You know what
You
I'm
be
saying?
Beijing in it?
He Beijing the fuck.
Nah, not at all. I really want the grays to come out. You know what I'm saying? Like, that just shows that I've been here for a while, and I play.
Right.
Seasoned.
Word.
You're a
I'm not
seasoned individual.
my age, man. I am going to be 45 in September. I am not hiding
Hey,
it
God
anymore.
bless you.
And I'm still dropping albums, and I'm still nicer than
Woo.
these boys. You know what I mean?
Let them know. Let them know. Talk your talk.
Talk you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
I thought he was directing that shit to somebody on Intelligence Ratchet.
I thought
you
he
know
was
what I'm saying?
directing
Don't
it
make
to
me
you.
fucking get back in my goddamn bag. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
You know what I'm
You
saying?
talking
I think y'all
to
should
you?
battle.
That was
Don't think
happening.
this goddamn. Don't think this motherfucking comedy
look.
shit can't be put down, nigga.
I think they should battle.
You know, Finna fuck me up right now.
Let me get my juice voice. Bishop.
Bishop. Oh, Bishop. You know, I was in the battle. Somebody did that to me, man. I was like, he's like, Bishop. I was like, man, it fucked me up because I couldn't stop laughing. Like, yo,
Tell you
that
the
shit-
truth. I dropped
it took-
off the roof.
right. It took. Look, me when he did it, I forgot every line because this was back in the day when we freestyle battle. He was doing the Bishop shit. It tickled me so much, man, that I just let him have it. I couldn't think of shit. I was so entertained by him saying Bishop before every time he rapped. He was like Bishop. I was like, fuck,
That's
man, I'm not gonna do anything.
That's hilarious.
I'm not doing anything against.
All right,
this
let's
shit.
get into it. So we've been talking about the Marvel joint for a minute. Glad Finn here because I know you want to talk about Invincible.
Yeah,
Man, listen. Where do we start?
give it a big screen. Go ahead, Finn.
Gotcha.
All right. So when I first started watching it, I ain't go front. Now I started watching Invincible like maybe 2 weeks ago. Like right actually, I was like 3 weeks ago because right before I started watching it. So episode 1, it started off real slow. And I couldn't get jiggy with the first maybe 15 minutes, so I cut it off. There was mad chatter about it on the book, and I was like, "Is this the same show I was watching 3 weeks ago?" I was like, "This can't be."
You did the same thing with WandaVision too, nigga.
Now, but WandaVision is still mid. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's still mid.
Okay.
WandaVision is mid as mid could be. All right,
Not you.
son, that joint is trash. Now that Winter Soldier joint, that is money. That's what Marvel's supposed to be. Yeah, come on, son. We got a new Captain America in the house. Now that was the story. That Wanda was trash, dog.
I agree.
But moving trash to the side, I was looking at Invincible, and I thought Invincible was gonna be trash too. And I was like, all right, because it kind of gave me Cartoon Network vibes. And I was like, where is this going? And I had no idea. So I was like, I'm turning this off. And I was and like in the afternoon, I like to watch some TV while I'm eating. And I was like, nah, this is trash. I'm done. But everybody on Facebook was talking about it. And I was like, all right, let me give it another shot. So then I started to watch the other half of it. And I was like, okay, this is all right. Then I got to episode 2. And I was like, okay, now we got a story.
Right.
Then once I posted it, and I was like, everybody was like, no, you got to see episode 8. And I was like, I'm intrigued. So I just binged. And I was like, God,
yeah,
this is a story. And like, because there was a lot of things I didn't expect. So they did very well on developing the characters and hiding what is actually about to happen. Like you don't get the gist of it until the end.
Right.
So I was like, oh man. I'm like, okay, we're in season 2. Now
Right.
I'm so tapped in. I'm like I'm gonna have to watch it all over again just to be on some. I have to watch it until season 2 comes back out.
Yo, I think what it is, when I seen, was it in the episode 1? First of all, what I like about Invincible, and I've said this before, is the way they bring the title in.
Yeah,
they'll be having a conversation and be like, so what do you think you're gonna be? I think I'm gonna be, and it cuts off, and then it's like Invincible. Like, yo, I'm like, yeah, like you fucking love it. Like,
do it every episode, no matter who's about to say.
But you see the episode where they faked this out. I think it was episode 4 where they kept faking it out and they didn't say it in the beginning.
Yeah,
he was like, what you gonna say? Nothing. And it was like, where it's supposed to be where the Invincible supposed to go in. It's almost you could get the beat of it. It's like, you know what I'm saying? And they didn't drop it on the 4. They didn't drop it on 4. They dropped it on 6. You know what I'm saying? It was like boom. You know.
Yeah, you told me about it. I tried to watch it. It was just like this shit.
Man,
it's the nuances. That's the magic of that cartoon. So it's like it's a very adult cartoon now.
Yes.
Yeah, I seen like the gore and all that. You know what I'm saying,
dude? When Omni started smashing your man's head when he was punching him in the chest, I was like, "Oh, this is
right."
Yo, I said, "Yo, he is diabolical, son."
Yo, when he took out the Justice League,
dog,
he took out the fake Justice League.
Yeah. Yo, but now
fake Justice League.
Wait, he did Dirty Batman.
he did Batman dirty. He did Immortal dirty twice.
Punched the whole room. He was like in the sky.
Right.
You came back to life to die again.
And then did this too.
Dang.
He just like he punched the hole in him and sliced him in half. Like he just did his hands like. And then Immortal was fucking him up though. Like Immortal on a straight up homeboy rage mode was fucking Omni up. He's like bam, bam, bam. He was like, oh shit, this nigga is fucking me up. Then he got pissed off after he grabbed his eyes.
Yeah, that's when he was like, oh nah, you're not doing this to me.
I'm not doing this.
You're not doing this to me. He's like, nah, I'm gonna have to end you tonight. But the way but son, the Flash dude, he knew he was about to die. But that's when he was giving death touch to Omni's chest.
Yeah,
punching him fast as hell, and Omni was like, I gotta. He's like, right. That's what put Omni down. Like, dude, shit out of him. I was yo, but yeah, everybody was catching death touch left and right.
Man, death touches, yo. The dope shit was the cat dude too with the hammer. Yo, that was
nah. I would like to see him fight Omni.
Yeah,
he wanted all smoke.
He needed all the smoke.
He's like, this is not. I can't get jiggy with killing insects. He
left in the middle of the fight. He said, "This is what you hired me for. I'm out, yo." He hit this little portal and left.
Yeah,
and after he split, and the funny thing about it is, he split Invincible's whole shit in half. He hit him in the chest with his hammer, and it opened him up. It was like this month. And the funny thing about Invincible is the fact that he is not. He's not. He is so far from not being invincible. He be getting fucked up, man.
He's only invisible to people on Earth.
Right.
But then again, you got to think about it. He just got his power 4 months prior.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So he has to. I think he's going to evolve into being invincible.
Right.
And that's the dope part. So it's like, we're seeing Invincible Mark, you know what I'm saying,
right,
grow into who he's going to become.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's why it's so exciting that we got 2 more seasons coming.
Yeah, they signed up for 2 more seasons.
Him really I can't let this happen again, because the way his pops was whooping his ass, and I was like, yo, he's really fighting him like a grown man and punching him in the face, knocked his teeth out until he had a vision of how his son looked when he had no teeth when he was younger.
Right.
That's when he stopped. He was like,
that's when he flashed back and realized, I love you.
Oh my God. That was like, yo, son.
Okay.
It's a dad moment. It's a dad moment. It's like, you know what I'm saying, when your son gets of age, right? And I hope that this never happens. But your son gets of age and he thinks he can punch you in the face. And you realize, I'm gonna have to fuck you up.
Right.
You want to show him that. I'm gonna show when my son get about 13, I'm gonna look like, Quinn, look at this. If you ever think you could punch me in the fucking face, this is how you're gonna end up. I'm gonna hold you and beat you with people Like
No,
he handed like really he grabbed him by the back of his head.
I'm gonna hold you and beat you with your
and
sister.
let him watch
Look,
everybody die on the train. That's
the
that,
train.
that's probably,
they're invincible, right? So he holding invincible by the back of the head as the train is running through. So he is splattering this dude through people. Like as the train is going through, it's you see limbs.
He was like, I want. But the thing was, he's like, I want you to watch how fragile these people are. And he's like, this is what you're fighting for? Look.
Look, blah, 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 blah. And it's like people, it's like when they hit the people are bouncing off your shoulder, like blood, and he's got everybody blood. He's literally going through people.
Yeah, but did you notice how like the fight started off when he really was like, you're fighting for this, when he punched him, and like I think when he threw him first and he threw him through the building.
Yeah, he threw him through Chicago so he could be collateral damage.
He was throwing him into major cities on purpose to kill all these people.
Right.
And I was like, yo. But the whole part was like, I came here for a purpose to take over the planet. This was never for me to be, a human. Like, no, you guys are cattle. You're so inferior. We are not equal.
Right. He was like,
up. And
he was like, I'm gonna live for thousands of years. He's I've already lived for thousands of years. He's like, yeah, I love your mother like a pet.
Like a pet. When he said like a pet, yo, that hurt my soul.
Like word up. Because you lying. Why you did it? And he was like, no, I love your mother. And you know what I'm saying? And he played during the whole time.
Yeah.
He played the father role fine. He's like, okay.
He did it.
I'm okay with it. I'm okay. Boom, taught him to love. Then he got humanized, and it was like everything was good until the powers came. Because if we go back to the episode, you see the look of disappointment that was on his face.
Yeah,
he was like, "Oh, you got your powers." Damn. You know what I'm saying? Now he's like, "Fuck!" Now I have to go.
I got to do this.
Do what I came. I got to do this, right? So it's like it's one of those situations where I came to do this shit because when they do the flashback, you could see like when he was like, I'm the guy that came down and I'm supposed to take over the earth, but I'm supposed to, be here and do this shit. Okay, boom. So while I'm here, I might as well save lives. I might, so I ain't got shit else better to do. Boom. And you could just tell the way his whole demeanor was like, man, these people are beneath me. Then he saw his son, you know what I mean, that hadn't had his powers and did something he was proud of, and then that softened him up. So that carries on to it up until the point where his son gets powers, right?
Got you.
And it's like, oh shit.
If you look on the other side of this, like Omni's story is what Superman was really supposed to be about. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because if you think about the legend of Superman is he has to act feeble and fragile to fit in with us.
Right. He had to be Clark Kent.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, yo, like you're too powerful to be here because nobody can stop you. Like what would happen if you went rogue and was like, you know what? Y'all slaves now.
And Injustice,
right? Omni is what's that? That's it. That's what Omni is.
No, you know what it is? Is this right here? Superman speaks to one thing: great parenting. That's all Superman is. Thank Mr. and Mrs. Kent for bringing that boy up right. You know when they say you bring the boy up right, they brought Clark Kent up right. You know what I'm saying? It was like this because we could talk about even like the fact that Brightburn, you know what I'm saying, is also Superman origin story. And Omni's the same way. It's like, I come from another planet. I'm better than you. Right. And you know what I'm saying? Once that code gets switched, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing you can do to stop it. There ain't shit. And then when Superman flipped over, they give you a look at it too, and Injustice too. When they kill Lois Lane and Superman flips out and motherfuckers murders everybody. When he murders the Joker and was like, listen, you motherfuckers don't know what you're doing. I'm gonna murder everybody so that way there's no other people to fuck with the earth. I still love y'all, but I'm killing goddamn everybody that says wrong about Superman. There's nothing you can do.
Right. What can you do?
Can't do shit. You know what I'm saying? Except get the kryptonite. You got to get the kryptonite book.
And now I understand why so many people was trying to kill Superman. It was like, dog, one day he's going to flip, and there's nothing we can do. We have to have a kill switch for him. Like, anybody that powerful, it's like, nah, son, we got to check this because he got to check all of us. So it's like, yeah, he may be good and stopping all this evil, but one day he's going to taste blood.
Yeah,
it's going to be that bad day.
Like it.
Yeah.
And it's going to taste so good. It's going to be like, it's going to be too good. You can't get enough of the taste.
Right, and then another thing too, it's like the beautiful thing about Omni is that where Superman does this, Superman, Spider-Man, and all of them do this right here. They pull their punches. Like, you know what I'm saying? You not understanding, like, if Superman hits you, he is definitely hitting you at like 1%. You know what I'm saying? Right. And you're flying across the room and you, oh shit, I got a broken back. Because
Omni was punching
if he punches you like on some real shit, like here's 100%, Superman will obliterate you. You know what I'm saying? Omni shows that, like, yo, it's pure ass obliteration. There is nothing you can do with me. You know what I'm saying? There ain't shit you could do with me. Oh yeah, you could scratch me up. You know what I'm saying? You could get your best superheroes and y'all can fuck me up, but y'all not gonna kill me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, they fucked him up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thoroughly enjoying it, man. I think that, like you said, the character development on it is super. All the backstories, like the clones, the twins, Robot,
they are hilarious.
Yo, Robot was yo when he came out, and this motherfucker was like, he took one of his teammates' DNA, and the only thing he kept asking was like, why the fuck did you use my DNA? He was like, no. He was like, but he's at no. What y'all not understanding is, why the fuck did y'all use my DNA? Like, yo, he could not get past that point because he took.
The crazy part was, he was like, because I saw Shorty kind of like looked at you. So I was like, well,
I'm gonna go in and copy you.
And she was like, I gotta process this. And then next thing you know, she was holding that man's hand.
And the fact that she's 25 years old too.
25 is younger.
It's like younger.
Every time monster.
Right. So she was Monster Girl. That's crazy. Her powers is this right here. She could turn into a fucking big ass monster, right?
Like the Hulk.
Like the Hulk like that. But when every time she uses a power, she gets younger and younger. So it's like, right. It's a curse. She was like, I'm actually 25 years old. So she didn't know at first when she was using it, she would get like a week younger. So when she practices, when she saves someone's life, so at some point she's going to be an infant.
But the hilarious part was when she first started to explain it, and she was like, yeah, like, I'm 25 and the dating scene is kind of hard because it's like, it's either 12-year-old boys or pedophiles.
Right. Those are the only people.
Like, I was like, this cartoon is very adult.
So this clearly.
Yeah.
PG-13. This is NC-17, 25. It's like,
and shout out to the threesome with the so it's one chick that's on there that she.
Oh yeah.
Herself, right. So first of all, I want to say this. They like, if you don't kill the first one, it's good. But she clones herself, and these clones just be out this motherfucker just get obliterated. I'm talking about like murder. So she got to keep on doing like to keep them off of her. So she got out of the shower, and it was like 3 of them in the shower with homeboy. It was like, yo, he was like, yo, I can't believe. He was like, I was having a threesome with her. Same shit.
Didn't play it. He was like, but I wasn't with the real one.
Well, she said, we're all the real one.
He was like, nah, you know what I'm saying. He's like, yeah, he was like, nah.
It was dope.
He's supposed to be at the funeral.
Yeah, he was supposed to be at the funeral. He's out of getting threesomes.
I'm gonna hang back so I can smash.
Yeah, but yeah, man. So I'm saying, like, just give it a try, man. How many episodes did you get in before you didn't like it?
Like how he was that first episode.
Okay.
Yeah, the first episode.
And then I tried going like I know I got through the whole first episode. Dude, what was it with the girl Adam Eve?
Yeah.
So they met Robot.
Right. They met episode 2. So you got to the space aliens that it was coming through the portal. That was
and they all died with the air.
Yeah, and they were ill too because how he explained it was every time they go back to their dimension, he was like, "Yeah, 2 days here is a decade there."
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, "Yo, they have a vendetta."
So every time they come back like every week or whatever, and it was like they already advanced, so they do until Omni jumped through the portal with him because they beat his son up. He was like, "Oh fuck that!" He went in full on dad mode. Yeah, and came back and was like
dimension and destroyed the planet.
Came back with the fin beard. He came back with Finn's beard. Like, yo.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, that joint is crazy. But but one thing, I don't know if you noticed the Bishop. So Mark's girl, she knew, but didn't she know that Adam Eve was a superhero? Like her,
no. So remember, it was like I see it now. You know what I mean? Whatever they doing in the
no, but what about all right? So I think it was what episode? I think 3 when they was in school. Because I thought they was talking about that in the hallway when she was like, I thought she was the only one that knew who Adam Eve was. Because I'm gonna go back and look at it because that kind of threw me off. Because by the time episode 8 happened and they're sitting down in the diner, and then she was like, "Yeah, I'm Adam Eve." And I'm like, but didn't Shorty know already?
No, she didn't. Because remember he said something about putting something in fluoride or whatever in the water or some shit like that?
That was for the lighting. He's like that. He says like certain things that humans can't see because of all the fluoride in the water. And he can hide things in plain sight. When they
I think that's what they do with the superheroes.
But okay, you know what? I'm gonna go back and watch because I swear she said something about that. And she was like, okay, yeah, you got to go save the world again or something like that. Because they were having a candid conversation. I was like, okay, probably he's the only person that knows who she is. Like she knows her secret identity. That's what that's what I got. I think in episode 2 or 3 when they were in high school talking. That's why I was like, okay, she knows. Then they go to 8, and then she was like, oh,
I never knew. Well, I might look back at it. That's right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. It's gonna be worth going back to watch it again anyway. So that was a really dope cartoon.
Yeah, cool. Well, make sure everybody go check that out. It's on Amazon, right?
It's on Amazon.
It's called Invincible.
Invincible. Yeah.
Like also, what y'all got to look out for too is the new.
You can have it.
Oh, I was good. No, I'm good. I was just picking this up and picking it up because I don't. I need something. Y'all got to check out the new Love, Death, and Robots. Season 2 is coming out. If y'all haven't seen that shit, Love, Death, and Robots is on Netflix. Okay. If you haven't seen it, the episodes on it are anywhere from 3 to 7 minutes long, and it's if y'all don't know what it is, it's an anthology. So it's like they get different directors and they tell a different story or whatever.
Right.
So check out Love, Death, and Robots. If you do not like Love, Death, and Robots, if you don't like Love, Death, and Robots, then you know what? You don't like film. You don't like film. It's one of those situations. You don't like anything.
So do you feel that way about Khaled's album? You don't like Khaled's album? You don't like music?
So let's talk about that. Let's talk about Khaled's album. I think Khaled out, as far as a person like myself, who's a glue guy, right? That's what we all want to be. We all want to be able to A&R people like myself that's hosting and everything like that. That's not really rappers, not really DJs, because DJ Khaled is not really a DJ anymore. But he has connections, and it's like I want to connect and I want to put this shit together almost in a mixtape form, right?
Compilation.
And I'm giving you a compilation album of my friends. So it's like, yeah, of course it's going to be hit and miss because he's not doing a compilation for just this demographic. He's kind of doing it for everybody. So he's got enough shit in there for the young dudes that's going to like, and then he puts a little shit in there for the old heads like ourselves. So I think it's a solid compilation album. It's DJ Clue Volume 7.
What you think, Finn?
I haven't heard. I was never a fan of a Khaled album. So like I don't really check for him. I mean, because at the end of the day, like the singles really never grabbed me enough to want to go check it out. Like the Jay and Nas joint, it was cool at first listen, but then like the replay value for me is like, man, it's WandaVision.
It's low.
It's WandaVision. You know what I'm saying?
You know what?
Man.
I am actually inclined to agree. I wasn't impressed with it. I heard it and I was just like, all right. It didn't even like gravitate my ear then when I was listening because they were like, yo, he was talking about the crypto and da da da. And I was like, I didn't hear what he said. Like it was just,
right. It's like when you first heard it and another B, and I'm like, what? All right, so first listen, I'm like, okay, what are you talking about? Because you know you too wealthy right now. I don't know.
I didn't like the beat either. It was real slow. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't hitting. You know what I'm saying? Like
it wasn't Black Republicans.
I mean, it wasn't.
And with that, I don't mind if the beat was slow or not. It just had to be dope. I mean, because if you think about it, More Money, More Murder was a slower beat with Z and Rush. So it was like, so it's not like, oh, now the beat was whack. It was just like, no, what they did on there was just, you know what I mean?
We super rich,
and that's all it is. Now it's like you could take a couple of one-liners from there and be like, okay, I like it. You know what I'm saying?
It was clever.
I'm trying to, you see, like it didn't really resonate with me so much that I can remember the line off the top of my head. But I when I heard it, I wrote it down immediately and posted it on my Instagram. And I was like, okay, that line was kind of dope. Right. But it just one of those, it's like the flavor goes out. It's like that. It's like the penny gums you get from the corner store.
Right. It's real good. It's good up front.
As soon as you get out the store, you spit it out.
It's like, flavor only lasts like 3 chews and you spitting it right out.
It's no slight to Jay or Nas. It's just that basically, you know what? When I look at Jay and Nas now, that's like making the Freddie and Jason movie 40 years later. I'm like, this could have been so much doper if y'all had just buried Ratchet when y'all had the beef and made the record. Like that's what, like, because I didn't even like Black Republic like that.
Right. You didn't like Black Republic? I thought Black
Republic. It was like, you know what? I would never bring it up in an argument of dope records. Like it's like,
okay, so I'm like, okay, they got what I would say
for
3 songs together.
They got 3. Black Republican, this joint.
The joint on Jay-Z's album on the American Gangster.
Oh, see, I ain't even like American Gangster.
Breathe. And that's a hard beat.
Too. Oh yeah. But again,
success. That's what's called
success. But again, it wasn't a strong enough record because you would think this would be like, oh my God, you got Jay and Nas on the record. See, Jay and Big was on the record. Those joints, you still remember those lines, the impact, and it's like that was supposed to happen. But when Jay and Nas on the record together, that's like wearing Adidas kicks with a Nike tracksuit. It's like
don't match. 2
of the dopest brands, but together they don't work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think they're still. I mean, at the end of the day, Jay-Z is still petty. It's like, I swear to God, if they do a Nas and Jay-Z album, Jay-Z will release an album the same day as the Jay-Z and Nas.
Right.
Just to keep having one up. I think Jay-Z is still mad. He got a black eye that won't disappear. Like, Ether really dug into his chest. And if you look at one of Dame Dash's previous interviews, he still says, we lost. Like, look, he has no ties with Jay-Z anymore, but he's like, man, yeah, we lost that one.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, because it was crew then. I mean, but naturally,
you would think, like, you know, being like
he lost.
Like, nah, he lost.
Nah,
he still's like, nah, it still hurt Dame.
It's because it was a dark day at Rockefeller.
Yeah, right, like, but you watch your king get hung.
Yeah. But at the same point, I still say
that's to it. And it's like, yo, Jay-Z,
but I still say
in front of New York City.
It's not a good comparison because you're comparing a verse to a song.
I mean, but the thing is, the impact of that verse was basically the song. When he was like, ask Nas, he wanted with hope.
Right.
After that, the thing is, like, so you had that, and then all the other shots that Jay has thrown at Nas, it gets washed under the bridge because Ether. And it's like,
right, but everyone compares. No one says Ether to Super Ugly.
No, they did.
Everybody says Take Over in Ether.
In New York, that was it, because that was the 2 records that were head to head. Because they did that on Hot 97.
Right.
They got washed. It was like, dog. Like, then they started comparing all the songs to Ethan. Like, dog, every attempt you took to really knock Nas off his high horse, it didn't work. You lost. And I think it was because like even Bleak on Drink Champs, Bleak was like, it was, like Jay was spitting facts, Nas was just saying stuff. Like, you know what? If you think about a fight in the hood, and the little kid bully,
and you bitching,
that
you did it,
and put a trademark on the bully out, and everybody saw that and heard the hit and see the bruise, and like, dog, I don't care what you do to Nas, and after this, you lost.
You lost that fight.
Once you
chip him, that's it. Like, he went down because all he got to do is drop him. You drop the bully one time, it don't matter what he do after that fight. Oh, not because what Cass will do is this right here. You've been picking on his ass. He dropped you. We will come in. You not gonna fight him no more. You can't fight him more. He dropped your ass,
and it don't matter. It's like, okay, you a billionaire, so what? You took a loss to Nas. Like you lost.
Ain't nobody undefeated in rap.
Nope. Besides Bishop,
Sean Don.
But it's real though. I mean, like, and that's the thing. Is just that nobody expected Nas to even respond because Nas is a battle rapper. Jay-Z is a battle rapper.
Yeah.
And if you really look at it, we got what, especially for my generation, what we never received before. We wanted Kane and Rakim to go at it. Jay-Z and Nas is Rakim and Kane.
Okay, I got you.
I'm saying, like, Kane is the battle rapper. Like, that's why Kane says, I don't want to battle Rakim because he's not a battle rapper. He's a lyricist. But I want a battle terrorist. One.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, Jay-Z going against Nas and then taking the loss to Nas, because, like, again, remember, Nas is the one that really changed. Like, he hit the reset button when he dropped Illmatic.
Yeah,
right.
That changed the whole landscape of the game, especially in New York. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I was home. I was still in high school when that album came out, and I saw the change, and I was like, oh my, this was so. It was Illmatic. At the end of the day, you use the word in your lexicon. It's like, nah, son. Yeah. He did something that like nobody else has done to that. You know what I'm saying? Like other than Rakim. Rakim dropped Paid in Full. The game changed. You
gotta start rapping better when you get Rakim.
Right.
You gotta start. Then when Nas drops, he says, no, you don't have to rock with just one producer. You could rock with 40 producers on your joint, and you know what I'm saying, and then you could snuff Jesus.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you had that
hell for snuffing Jesus.
You go to hell for snuffing Jesus.
And then Nas was he was a media darling. Everybody was looking at Nas to be the king of New York. You know what I'm saying? Because it was just like, yo, who's better than Nas? Nobody. I mean, even Big L was walking the streets and Nas was scared of Big L. Like, you know what I'm saying? But public perception, it was like, nah, son, you gave us a perfect album. Before the Source said it was perfect. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was already perfect.
Right.
So with that being said, it's just like the only person that really took him off was Biggie. Because Biggie had everybody's strengths and nobody's weaknesses. Stories like Slick Rick. He was violent like Cool G Rap. He had the swag like Big Daddy Kane. So all of those elements Nas didn't have. Nas was just the dope rapper who told stories from his project window. And it was just like, so it was like, all right. So yeah, now Big is the king of New York. Right. Then when Big died, it was like, well, it got to go to Nas. He was like, no.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm coming for the crown. And then Jay prophesized his kingdom. And he did that. But then the king got his head snatched off with the crown attached to it. So it's like, and that's why Jay is still like on some, every time Nas drops, he drops something. Like every time. I mean, even that Entrepreneur record, when Nas dropped his album, Jay-Z,
I remember that
Entrepreneur record. I'm like, son,
right?
You keep losing to Nas. It's like, stop it already, B. Like,
hey, Finn,
you're making Brooklyn look bad.
I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Would at any point you consider 50 as the king of New York? Maybe like 03, 04 timeline with G when it was getting popped off?
Not king, but he was
a warrior.
He was
warlord.
He was definitely the Ultimate Warrior heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
Hogan is still out there, but Ultimate Warrior was whooping everybody.
Yeah. He was the Intercontinental.
He was Goldberg.
Okay.
Yeah, so like I think what 50 was, what made him so powerful during his run is because he really came out swinging while Dipset was out there.
Right. Yeah.
Dipset. If you
had a movement.
Listen, I was home for that.
Yeah.
Like, before I moved to North Carolina in 04, I was home for Dipset run.
Yeah,
that was incredible.
Uh-huh.
I see, them Dipset niggas is really running New York without being like the kings of New York.
Right.
They was dog like they like all right in nature. They're like the jackals.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come out here if you want to. We're gonna run up on you.
Right.
Like, I don't care who the king of the jungle is. Like Musafa, you gonna get ran up on, son. Like
they the hyenas.
The hyenas.
They the hyenas. Yeah, they the hyenas. It's like it's like this. Oh yeah, everything. Yeah, everything besides elephants is afraid of the motherfuckers. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like at the end of the day, like, and elephants be like, they over there. Y'all come on this way. Like, yo, y'all know, nah, we ain't gonna fuck with y'all today. All right.
He's basically Harlem was that the skyline in the distance. Don't go over there.
Don't go over there.
Don't go over there.
Gotham City over there.
Yeah.
We're in Metropolis.
So while Cam and them was really, had they claws in the game, just 50, Yayo and
Buck.
Lloyd Banks.
Lloyd Banks with them mixtapes. Boy. 50 shows off of freestyles. Off his beats. He was getting 20 G's a show to rap on LL's instrumentals.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how powerful 50 was, because he was making songs like
off of songs.
Yeah. And winning, because they put together so well. And it was like, wow. So
okay, so in comparison, who do you think I got my own opinion, but who do you think had a better run as far as the mixtape freestyle game in that sense? Because they just was crazy, but Wayne had a crazy run too.
Wayne had a crazy run. I'm not mad at Wayne's run at all, but I would still say 50's mixtape run was probably harder, because it was just more of their songs. Wayne was Wayne was coming off the bench and it was like just dropping 30, like
right.
But it wasn't his run. He was like piggybacking off of everybody else's run and making it better. Like Wayne is like the Japanese. Like, I ain't inventing this, but I'm gonna make it better.
Right.
So like Wayne, like he's phenomenal. I'm not a super Wayne fan. Like, I only
Me either.
Wayne, and it was the Carter 2 was the one for me. I was like, that's how you make a record, Wayne. If he would have gave me like 3 more of those Carter 2s, then my conversation of Wayne would have been on a higher scale. But yeah, I was like,
I think that 05 to like 09, like he had a ridiculous run.
He was doing wild features. Like, like I think the only person you could compare Wayne to on a run like that would be Busta Rhymes, because Busta was going on everybody's features and throwing everybody on their own song. So it's like Wayne was doing the same thing.
But Busta would do that periodically when he had an album coming out too, because you could tell when a Busta Rhymes album came out, it was like this. All right, Busta drops an album, he get quiet, then you start seeing feature, and you're like, God damn, Busta Rhymes. Okay, here's another album. Like Busta used to do features,
right?
Like when he was dropping albums consecutively. You know what I'm saying? It was like, yo, anytime a Flip Mode album come out, a bunch of Busta Rhymes features. I'm talking, he's everywhere. It's like you can't. Yo, Busta is on your shit. Like Busta was on one of Finn joints on a Finn freestyle that didn't make the album. Like, how did Busta get on this shit?
You got a
Busta Rhymes?
Like, everybody got a Busta
Rhymes joint. You know what I'm saying? So it is like this. Yeah. But yeah, I think Wayne's run was crazy, and then I think what solidifies Wayne's legacy is the fact of Drake and Nicki, because when he got that fucking light-skinned dude from fucking Nova Scotia, you know what I'm saying? That shit turned.
Drake has had.
Yeah,
Drake's run has been continuous. Not so much like heavy. He had a moment where he was heavy, but he's been continuous hit. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing about Drake. He's still heavy. It's just the fact that we don't notice how heavy it is because it's been so consistent. It's like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
He gonna have 2-3 songs every year.
It's not brand new and shiny. Like, oh wow, look, Drake is killing it. But like, yo, he's never stopped.
Right. That's what I'm saying. He's gonna give you 2-3 songs a year.
So, but what Drake was doing, what he was real smart on, he would take everybody wave from them.
Yeah.
He basically did the Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? Like, Beyonce would jump on Like, if you really look at the science of Beyonce, look at everybody that was like on top that decided to do a feature with Beyonce. They disappeared right after. Gaga, her career was done after that. The Spanish girl, the
Shakira,
she was done after that. The only person that's like, you know, the only person that can stand next to her that's probably more powerful than her is Rihanna. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing, you know, on the flip side of that coin. It's just that, like, Drake really understood of how to stay consistent and jump on anybody's record without doing that much work. He was like, okay, song that's popping. Oh, I like that. Oh, who that kid? OT Genesis? Yeah, he ain't gonna be here too much longer, but I'm gonna take that shine. You know, I don't know if he did the song with OT Genesis. That's just an example of an artist that came out who had a wave and disappeared right after that. So, like, if you look at everybody that Drake jumped on the record, especially all the young dudes, their careers was very short, and you thinking like, oh, nah, they should have a dope career after that. That single was on the radio 100 times a day. He just you know, took up all the resources, and the fans followed Drake, and then it was like, yo, he's on the Billboard charts every week.
And what it is with Drake too is this right here. He's not afraid to take the blend in with it. He's almost chameleon like, because he will do the style, the popular style at that time. You know what I'm saying? Because remember when everybody was doing the fucking,
but then he'll still sell too.
They was doing the one joint when it was like, come through in your face, Toothpaste. You know what I'm saying? It was like, yo, like, that shit right there was like, yo, remember that? He did that shit to death. I was like, I'm sick of Drake doing that. And then guess what Drake did? He stopped and he started harmonizing.
Yeah, now he's not afraid to be Drake.
Right.
Today. You know what I'm saying? And he's uncontested. So it's like, no matter who comes out, because you think about it, everybody that's a powerhouse now had to come through Drake.
Right.
J. Cole had to do singles. J. Cole had to become Drake. Like, J. Cole wasn't doing songs with singing hooks.
Nope.
Did a song with Drake. You know, Kendrick had to go do a song with Drake. It was like, yo, Drake was the Jay-Z.
Nah, Kendrick was good before.
If you think about it, but when you really start to have that conversation, no matter how dope Kendrick is, he ain't Drake. It's like Drake is the Jay-Z of this.
No, I'm not saying that. Yeah, but I think he's
But he still had to do a song with him. He had to. It's like, oh, like, you know, at the end of the day, you gotta go kiss the ring. You gotta go bow.
It was one time you gotta kiss the ring.
But they both came out. I don't say they both came out around. No, but yeah, I get it. I get it.
Yeah, so that's what it is, and it's like, you know, like all of them had to go through Drake, and the fact that
Kendrick can rap though,
and the fact that Drake survived.
Yeah.
Like, even when Kendrick went at Drake, and it was like, he's like, that's all you got.
Nah, they be if you listen,
you go another number one album.
Nah, if you listen, they really be throwing little subs at each other, but they'll never say each other name. You know what I'm saying?
What I'm saying is this right now. Well, I'm gonna go like, because this is where I stand with Drake or whatever. Because there are some motherfuckers that have beat the shit out of Drake in a corner. Motherfucking Royce the 5'9".
I ain't never heard that one.
Royce the 5'9" during Drake's run. Listen, go back and listen to bar exams. He was biting Drake's face off.
But who heard it? And the thing is, and it means nothing.
Right.
Exactly.
But that motherfucking Joe Buttons. That motherfucking Joe Buttons.
Okay.
Joseph Buttons.
Joseph Buttons. Not button, but buttons.
Buttons. Not buttons, buttons.
Buttons.
Bing, bing, bing. You know what I'm saying? It was like this. When Cass was like, Joe ain't relevant, but guess what? You know what he is? Joe is like Drake on the underground. It's like one of those situations where,
because he's
like,
subculture.
You hate that. You hate to like him. You hate, like, we all secretly hate.
He's one of my favorites.
Joe and Drake at the same time for whatever reason. We all but we love them. We have to love them. It's almost like, you know what I'm saying? They staple foods like mashed potatoes. You know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta have them on your plate at all times. You know what I'm saying? But it's like this. But when that motherfucker did that, when he came out and was like, "You ain't gonna R&B your way out of this one,"
but here's the thing: it's like
those were pretty good shots.
Like of course, Drake took those L's, but he took them and he didn't dwell on them. He was like, "All right."
Yeah, because he took an L with Pusha.
He's like, at the end of the day, I'm supposed to lose to y'all.
Right.
Exactly.
I know how nice I am, but I know I'm not nice like y'all.
Right.
Right.
He never say he was a battle rapper. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm still gonna make these songs and stay on the top of the charts.
yeah, I'm a hit maker.
I'm staying in my lane.
Right.
Right.
And that's a smart move, just like with Rick Ross. When 50 was dragging him, 50 was dragging Ross. Like,
Monkey.
Oh yeah.
let's just keep it
Officer
100.
Ricky.
Let's keep it 100. That Curly series just
Oh, the pimping crazy.
and when he dropped the sex tape with Ross's baby moms, that destroyed him. And it was like, oh wait, and then Ross was just smart enough to say, you know what? I'm not going to win this war.
Right.
Right.
Let me go make an album and be number one. And then 50 will be punch drunk, like so he'll be done. He'll punch himself. He's gonna punch himself
tired. He's gonna tire himself out. Robodope.
And I'm beating this kid up. Basically, like 50 is Omni and Ross was
right.
And it's like, okay, I'm beating this kid up so bad, but he's still gonna live.
You know what happens is he looked down at him. He looked down at Ross as he was beating him, right? And he was like, I have the power. Oh shit, power's taking off. Do. Let me go over here and do this. You know what I'm saying? It was
but
power saved. I think power saved Ross.
To save Ross was Ross, not continue
not responding.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you're gonna beat me in this battle. Like, you're funnier, you got jokes, you know how to pick. Like, I know how to pick you, but like at the end of the day, Ross is not a battle rapper, and he can't go toe to toe with somebody as petty as 50. This is why Jay-Z ain't winning with 50.
Right.
Jay-Z,
but at the same time,
like, I'm done. Yeah. I'm not gonna
about to download the fucking 50 Cent.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not going. He's like, he sold 10 million after that. He's like, I'm not touching this monster.
Right.
This would be the one I'm gonna actually lose.
The only person that actually was able to be just as petty as him was Cam, and I loved it. Curtis,
that was funny.
It was crazy.
But 50 would have probably I think 50 would have outlasted Cam's pettiness. Yeah, because 50 is it's just like, again,
but 50 didn't do nothing though today.
He's naturally funny. No, he did kind of go back and forth with him for a minute, but it was like there's no win for him there. I mean,
but
y'all are missing something obvious though.
He did want to go at Wayne though, but
but Joseph got him too.
Baby made Wayne sit down. He was like, "No,
really?
Don't mess up the church's money. Leave Curtis alone." Curtis was destroying labels. If Wayne would have answered 50, because 50 called Wayne out. If Wayne would have answered the call, there would have been no Cash Money. Like, it would have been no Money Millionaires. It would have been a rap. Because 50 would have really went Super Saiyan on niggas. He'd be like, oh yeah, I destroyed Ja Rule on them at the height of their career. What you think I'm gonna do to Wayne?
Good. Yo, when I'm gonna say,
hold on, Bishop, hold on 1 second. Now, what was your feeling then when 50 got into it? When him and Ja Rule's beef continued, and of course Fat Joe got pulled into it, and then Jada got pulled in. Right. Jada, of course, came with Sheik, Sheik, the whole Locks, coming back and forth. And they did the Sorry Miss Jackson joint. 50 didn't have no response for that either. Like, he was like, when you angered them, he was like, you know what? He pieced it up with him right away.
The thing was, he did, but he didn't do it on the mixtape level.
Right.
He even said it in an interview. He was like, "You're putting your battle songs on mixtapes. I'm putting my battle songs on albums. Who hears what?" Right. So, like,
fair.
50 lost the battles, but he won the war.
Right.
So 50 understands where to win and where he's going to lose. He calculates everything. Right. So, like, he knows he's not nicer than Jada. He's not nicer than Styles. He's not nicer than Sheik. He knows that. He could go toe to toe with Fat Joe. He know he could do that. Right. You know he could bury Ja Rule. He know he could do that. So he's like, yo, like, okay, yeah, that Locks battle. He's like, yeah, like, if you get 50 in the room by himself and like, yo, son, what you think about that battle? And he's like, yeah, son, yeah. I love nigga. Yeah.
But I also got to go back to Joseph Butler too. How he murdered G Unit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and that was on mixtape level, because we talking about mixtape level.
Right.
Okay. That's when, you know what I'm saying? Because that's one of those battles where we got to be like, you know what? This nigga murdered a squad. Like, he touched everybody. And it was like, there is like, they tried to go back at him, you know what I'm saying? But it was like this, like, honestly, like, that nigga held his own, and it was like, it was bad for them. It was bad for them on a mood music, you know what I'm saying? They're some of the best dishes ever. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and you go back and forth, it's like, it's 5 of y'all.
Yeah.
That's when they had, go ahead.
And the thing is, again, it's on those mixtapes that a lot of people didn't hear. So we can, like, honestly, we can go with people just with like-minded, you know, saying like just us. We can have this conversation, like, and ask the next person, like, how many Joe Budden mood musics have you heard?
Right.
All three.
And he's like, man, one,
right,
and half of one. You know what I'm saying? Because like that, everybody wasn't super tapped into Joe's mixtapes like that. But when you heard something you liked it.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like my favorite joint from Joe Budden was the No Love Lost record.
Love Lost joints.
That
Love Lost series was crazy.
Top to bottom, I was like, yo.
No Love Lost, Some Love Lost, All Love Lost.
That No Love Lost was so hard body. But everything else before that, I haven't heard a whole entire Joe Budden joint. And that's not taking into it from Joe Budden. Like Joe's one of my favorite MCs. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mine too.
Like, he goes in, like, you know what I'm saying? And he was one of the originators of the emo movement. Like,
he was an emo dude. Yep.
Was all emo, but it was like he was dope with it. He wasn't the Cuddy emo. Like,
I'm just sitting in my closet. Doing illicit drugs.
You know what I'm saying? But he had the real joint, and he was telling you something that was actually from like mixed in with bar game.
Right.
But it came down to like, do you want to listen to Joe Budden more because like the beats don't be slapping like the way you would want it to.
Right.
Right.
And you listen to Joe Budden's the way you listen to Nas. You listen for the jewels.
Do it.
Right.
Right. For the jewels.
You listen.
Speaking of jewels, though, because we got to talk about jewels. You know what else is jewelry? Coins. And let's talk about this cryptocurrency. You know what I'm saying? Yo,
what you know about the crypto?
What you know about what you invested in right now?
I got Dodge, I got Vet Chain, Vet, Dodge, and then
Doge.
Yeah, hold on, let me look.
Look at it. You gotta put on the phone. Pull your phone.
You better pull Coinbase
out. You know what I'm saying? About to pull that Coinbase.
So what I got is like, what the platform I'm using to invest is crypto.com.
Okay.
So I actually invested in crypto.com too. All right. So like that one it's not really, performing heavy, but it's like it can turn into something. So I was like, let me
never know.
Like all my joints are, 8.46% up. Like,
oh wow.
Everything is up. Like everything is up. So like, V Chain, I think right now you can buy it's at like 36. No, it's at 20 cents. 20 cents right now. So like I bought 100 of Vet just to test it out, but I'm about to go buy like 1,000 of that like next
week.
Let's
go to get it in there.
Yeah. Doge is 65 cents right now.
From 50. I came in at 50.
I came in at 32. I came in at 32, and then I bought it again at 55, and that was just a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
And now it's at 65. So I'm like, yo, so my little wallet is looking good. And I'm like, I only made a small investment. I didn't go like crazy to begin with. And I was like, I just see what this is. And I'm like, oh, I made some bread. And I was like,
yeah, okay. I mean, that's what I did with all my investments. Like even when I started investing on Stash app, not even doing crypto before, I came in, I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna do this like a second savings account. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Every paycheck, put in whatever you would, this is and I was talking to somebody on the way that I invest. I'm like, if you don't know anything about it, it's almost like a gamble. So you're trying to see where you're at, right? And thank God that, I'm saying, I just picked some. I knew one thing about like with dealing with 401ks and stuff like that, and being in that field.
Right.
I knew kind of what was moderate, conservative, and what those terms meant. So I was like, I'm gonna go completely conservative. I just want to see what it does. Right. And then I just hit on everything like that. So my money tripled and doubled, you know what I mean? And a couple of times over, and it was all off of small investments. So, and the same thing with cryptocurrency, I was like, I didn't understand it. And you know what I'm saying? And that's the biggest thing about it.
A lot of us didn't understand. Like we're still trying to figure this out at the same time.
Exactly. But then you see that 30 cent, and you be like, oh shit, if you put X amount of dollars and that shit jump up 5 cents, whatever, that means that those little 30 cents that you put in that shit, that turns into hundreds and hundreds and thousands of dollars for you when it makes that shift. So it's like I'll let Just tell his story about Bitcoin or whatever. Like this is a super dope ass story like about Bitcoin. And that I like one of my man Harley Strange, he's a comedian. He was talking to my man Vince about Bitcoin, about cryptocurrency, back when I was doing open mics at Smoking Grooves. So that was before I started doing my YB Normal Soul. So that's going to be about 7 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking about Bitcoin. Yo, you need to get with this cryptocurrency. What the fuck is that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now he's been on it. He was on that shit like almost ground level.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So you can imagine what it look like right now.
Looking real heavy.
Looking real good.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I'm also, I also have, the E-Trade account.
Mm-hmm.
And, I've been, investing in a few companies. So like medical marijuana.
Yeah, MJNA, CPIS, Midbox. Yeah, I'm out there.
I bought the other one, the basically the company that owns Jay-Z's joint.
CBDS.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Well, this one,
we should be talking about weed currency. He like CBDS.
So like that, like those are the ones that you want to get into now, because when weed is legal everywhere, that's when it's going to pop.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I mean, so
that's only 50 cents right now. That's what's up.
Right. Because the
marijuana.
Yeah. Marijuana joint is. I'm trying to find.
I got everything.
Is what? It's 5 cents. So
wow. I'm gonna get on that. I might put $1 in that joint tonight. Yo, see, you know what I'm saying? Because guess what? Listen, what I'm saying is this right here. If y'all not really understanding, I'm gonna tell you this right here. If you brought Bitcoin, which is $50,000 a coin,
right?
You know what I'm saying this right here, and this is I want y'all to put it together. If you brought Bitcoin at $1, and that's all you put into that shit,
right,
was $1 when it was, you know what I'm saying? We'll say 20 cents,
right?
And that shit jumped to 50. Look at look what your money would be at. And you be like, God damn, you know what I'm saying? Because that money,
crazy.
That money went from 20 cents. The worth of that 20 cent just went up. It's kind of like buying a pair of sneakers that you bought for $1, and they said, you know what? These were the original Michael Jordans, and we won $1 million for them.
It's like what?
Yeah, it's everybody's own perceived. I mean, yeah, because that's what I first heard about. I remember everything about when I first heard about the cryptocurrency.
This is
because I didn't understand it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I remember reading an article. It was like, this dude, he's selling the house, but he wants to sell it for Bitcoin. I was like, well, what the hell is Bitcoin? And when I first saw it, and this was in 2000. Let's see, what did I get? 2008. So this was around 2009 when I first started hearing about it. And I was like, what we need digital currency for? My money's already digital. It's just ones and zeros. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, whatever. And then 2012 come along, and that same Bitcoin is now like, it was like $200.
Right.
Like, I remember this joint was like $2.
Right.
Man, let me go ahead and
get
on.
Right.
So I buy one, $250. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm one of those. My investment style is like set it and forget it. All my stocks and everything, I just set it and forget it or whatever. I've tried to do options trading and even Forex or whatever, but stocks, my joints has always just been set it and forget it.
Right.
So I was just like, all right, just let it chill. And I actually forgot about it for a while, and then it started going up. Right. More people talking about it. I'm like, I think I bought that. I did buy that.
Right.
I'm going through. I gotta go through, all my emails. Like, I did go in this joint, and you know what I'm saying, find my chain and everything, and I'm like, all right, this joint up. Keep track of everything, and now apps are starting to hit. You know what I'm saying? You tracking everything. And so, it's going up. It's going up, and I sold it in 2017.
Right.
Or whatever. That's when it had like really spiked up. And I sold out at like 17,000, off of the 250.
Man.
Because in my head,
it's never going higher.
I'm like, it's never going to go higher than 20,000. This is crazy. I don't know what this is, but I'm about to cash out.
Right.
I'm like, looking at this joint now, like this joint like hitting like 55, 65,000.
There's your Bentley right there, like, bruh. You could have had your Bentley.
I'm not mad though.
Free Bentley. There you go, right there.
I'm not because I only bought one. You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm not mad. I'm not mad about it, but I'm just like, because I came up. You know what I'm saying?
You won, dog. Like,
yeah, I won. That's what I'm saying. I ain't. Good night, Daniel.
You won in the midst of bliss. Like, it was just like, yo, let me just go ahead and do
it. But after that, I really got into, the blockchains, and Ethereums and Litecoin. I'm like, okay, Bitcoin is the gold standard. Litecoin is like silver. Let me get this one. You know what I'm saying? Okay, this Ethereum joint. Let me get this one. This ETC. Let me get this. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, all right, I don't have to like. You get a lot of people that's like just buying and buying and buying. I'm like, okay, I'll put 500 in this one. I'll put 1,000 in this one. Set it and forget it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I think it's like 250,000 Dogecoins. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's like, all right.
That's the question I wanted to ask you. So for someone who's looking to invest, they're new to the whole cryptocurrency market. They're like, hey, these things are coming up a lot. I want to get in. So how much would you recommend someone saying, hey,
whatever you're willing to lose?
Right.
I'm saying whatever you can afford, willing to lose.
Whatever you
so like
you're
we're talking about
can afford to lose.
So we're talking about Dogecoin is 50 cents right now. So you would say buy as much as you can possibly that you feel comfortable losing.
If
the market goes
if it went to this total zero trash,
right?
If you're willing to lose $50, buy $50 of whatever.
My thing is right here. It's like this. It's like don't think like play with it. You know what I'm saying? And what it is, I say invest over time. If you're gonna do $50. Put $5 this week or $5, you know what I'm saying? Like have your goal, you know what I'm saying? Say, okay, this is how much where I want to go with it. Because like not everybody is going like what you want to do, what you want to look at. And when I look at investment, it's kind of like almost like a savings account, right? So you gotta this is what happens with your portfolio a little bit. Like, and this is what I've learned. You gotta have like your savings account, then you have your investment that's conservative. And then you have your moderate and aggressive. So that way, when you put that $50 in, and that shit says, okay, you got $50 in the joint, and then next week everybody loves Dogecoin, and that shit jumps up to $100,000, right, per coin. You won because you just put your little $50 in there, right? Exactly. Because you're doing that shit. It's like it's all over the place. So what it is, and you just slowly put it in there. So when it is, so then what you do is this right here. So when the cream comes up, you know what I'm saying? You got your base, you pull the cream off, and you stick that somewhere else that's more conservative,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Because you're not like you're not trying. Don't think you're trying to get rich. You're just trying to almost like supplement your income. Like Dogecoin could be and Bitcoin can be a part-time job. It's like you going out there to get a part-time job. You know what I'm saying?
I actually want to start mining.
It's me and Finn doing shows and stuff like that. It's our money from my shows. Well, Finn actually does shows for a living. So excuse me. It's me having a real job and then me doing shows every weekend or whatever. And it's like, okay, I get another $250 every weekend, and I'm just putting I mean, it's kind of like that.
You're basically saying dollar cost averaging. Same thing with stocks.
That's it. That's all you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
That's how I like my goal. Like I started off small. Like when I first got in, I was like, I'm just gonna buy 100.
Right.
It's like, all right, so like it only cost me like $32, and I was like, oh, 32, give me that.
Right. Because you smoke that up in crack anytime, you know what I'm saying? So
like I'm not gonna lose this.
Right.
So like my end game is like, you know what? Let me get 1,000 of each one.
Right.
And then I'm done. And I'm like, all right, you know what? If I win, I win. If I lose, it's like I play the lotto. Like, you know, I have a $2 habit, you know, every other day. But like right now, like lotto is $345 million. I'm like, yeah, I'd be
put $2 in it.
I'd be dumb if I don't play this. Cause like
exactly.
These days I'm gonna look up, I'm like, oh, we up.
Right.
Like, exactly. I ain't gotta fully understand everything to know what I don't, you know what I'm saying? That it don't make money. I look at it like I be trying to explain to people, they're like, well, you know, what is it? I'm like, hey, you ever play? I was like, you got kids and they playing Fortnite. Right. You ever use your money to go get them some V-Bucks? They're like, yeah. I'm like, that's a digital currency.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
They're using that V-Buck to buy a skin or a weapon or something like that. I was like, that's all it is.
If you ever bought VC points on your call, you know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing. It's like well, the way I look at it is like this. Like, look at your life.
It's the gems on
Look at that's what I'm saying. Look at your life. All right. What you gonna do? What would you rather spend your $5 on? Homegirl's only fan page or some Dogecoin? You know what I'm saying? It's like this. You know what I mean? Like, oh, she got a fat ass. Let me go and put that on there. Like, if you like,
and you can watch all that for free on nxx.com.
Exactly. Like, ooh, when you like, if you was at the crossroads, you like, man, should I buy this motherfucking peach flavored lime Snapple or just get my normal Snapple? let's go ahead and take that dollar and put it somewhere else. Because when you make those decisions, it makes it easier because you can say, okay, if I don't buy one more cigar, in my case, if I don't buy one more cigar, or if I don't buy this brand of beer, how much am I saving by doing this? And you take that savings and you throw it on something else. So it's money that you gonna fuck around with anyway.
Right.
That's what it is. It's your fuck around money.
It's like, you're basically just sacrificing something that's going to be an immediate satisfaction to something else that can satisfy you down the line.
Down the line, right?
Exactly.
Now I said it best. That buck that bought the bottle could have struck the lotto. So it's like Bitcoin is our lotto now. You know what I mean? And we get to watch it every day. I'm always like every maybe hour I get on my joint.
That's why because like I said, when I used to do forex and like my anxiety be crazy because it's going up, it's going down or whatever. Like my now style of investing and trading just like set it and
leave it alone.
Yep.
But then I probably check mine like every week. Or unless somebody be like, yo, you know what I mean? Like, yo, you up.
I play super long. I've always played the super long
just
game.
Exciting for me. I don't plan to sell. I just like to look at it. And it's like,
I got you.
Right.
Are we up? Are we down? All right. I don't get anxiety. I just like it's just fun. It's a roller coaster.
I've been buying marijuana stocks since 2010. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, MJNA, PHOT, CBIS, CBDS, like all the joints. I'm like, they a penny?
Yeah, but
$100.
now? They 5 cents now? I'm like, I'm about to buy like 1,000 of those.
That's what I'm saying. So I just be doing that. I'm like, all right, cool. Buy some more.
And that's something that you set and forget because again,
I set it and forget it.
The whole country says, all right, y'all, we up.
Right.
It's legal everywhere. And then everybody's going to start making money off of this. So
and then that's when that penny stock, that 20-cent stock goes to
$20.
$20.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's harder to get into. You've already got those 1,000 shares in there already, which is dope. And then it's like I'm mad that I'm kind of late on the game. Like I'm mad that I brought Dogecoin at fucking 50 cents. I'm like, God damn, I could have bought this shit with 5. And you imagine,
that's what I'm like.
Imagine what this $10 would have done.
I was getting a joint when it was, my dollar cost average is probably 30 cents, but I pretty much started buying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when it was like 5 cent. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
3 cent, 5 cent. And I'm just like, all right, cool. That's what I'm saying.
And what it is, it looks good. It looks good. Like for real, when I did Bitcoin for the first time, and I just put $50 in it to see what it'd do. And when your $50 jumps to like $62, you're like, oh shit. Oh yeah.
Like, oh, we up.
Yeah. And see what you do is this right here. You leave it and then you add on to it.
Right.
Because and I look at it like, how much did I, and that's what that I like about the apps, because it tells you this is how much what's your original investment.
Yeah.
So when that shit
profit,
here's your profit. So you can see, like, I just put my original investment was $200 something odd dollars, but you sitting there looking at $400 in your shit, right? And you like, oh, and that shit drops down $100. Guess what? I'm still winning. That, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that shit was 400 last week. That shit might have dropped down to 300, but it didn't touch my baseline. It didn't touch my $200 that I put in there. Right. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And I'm still, and that's the game. It's like when you in that place, it's like, all right, boom, and then you take your cream off and you leave your original investment there, because guess what? That original investment got $200.
Yeah.
Guess what? It's gonna get back to 4 again. And then boom, or it might drop a little, but you leave it the fuck alone and let it do it like that. That's what.
This is just a legal CeeLo game.
That's it.
It's like, yo,
that's all investing is.
It's just fun doing it. It's like, okay, Papa needs to do it. Come on. You know what I mean? So I mean that's all it is for me. I look at it. I have fun. I look at my app. I'm like, okay, we up, we down, all right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, and then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna buy some more. It went down. I'm gonna buy more.
Buy some more. That's it. That's it. It's all about the
let it ride. It don't ride.
You know. But I think what I'm gonna do though, like I set myself a goal though. I'm like, in 2, I'm gonna see what I'm gonna do, because I'm gonna give myself a 2-year anniversary. Right? Then that's when I'll come in and I'll get the big, like, see where it's at. Hopefully, God willing, my shit is where it is, and that's when I'll sell. Boom, let me get that heavy load and put that over here. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I could go ahead and start building this. You know what I'm saying? Because the kids gonna need a car, so let's go ahead and put this in the car fund. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Boom, and set that over to the side. Then we'll just go ahead and build that shit back up. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, like you know what I'm saying? I tell like my thing is right here. Once I get tax returns and all that stuff, I'm like, yo, fuck it, let's go ahead, because that's my change anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
Throw your tax return in that shit. Fuck it, bomb. Let's go ahead and let it ride. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you know what I'm saying, if you don't have anything immediate right there, because you know what I mean, that way you're not counting on tax returns. You can make your tax return work for you. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I mean, it's just smart business. It's like, you know what I mean? Your tax return ain't shit but change. Stop motherfucking, yo, I'm gonna pay you when I get my taxes. No, motherfucking, your bills are still there. Like if you didn't get a tax return, your bill's going to be still there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So it's like this. So again, when you get a little something, it's like, yo, when you think of doing something that you like, yo, I'm about to piss away this money. You know what I'm saying? When you go out there and you like, man, do I really? You sitting there looking at the Hennessy Black and the E&J is right there, and you know you like both of them. Buy the E&J, take the change, and throw it in your Bitcoin.
I mean,
and crab boils.
Stop.
Hey, look.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah. But I think what I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna start accepting crypto for my verses or for beats. You know,
right?
Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start to find out that type of clientele where I was like, yo, you know what? Be this way. Like, don't pay me cash.
Right.
Because I mean, at the end of the day, I'm gonna use that anyway to do that. But I'd rather
or get an NFT. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Something of value.
Yeah.
You know
Some that NFT. Candy was talking about that shit too. Yeah.
I was telling her about it. Yeah.
I still need to learn about NFTs. Like I get the gist of it, but I'm not fully versed in it. But I mean, I know I want to do more reading on that and then try to get in on that, because like one of my peoples actually works for an NFT firm in New York. So you know, I had when I was in New York, you know, took me out to lunch and he was telling me about it. He was like, yo, I just got this job with NFTs out here, dog. And he was like, yo, I said, yo, you won. I was like, like, and he a dope MC too. And I'm like, yeah, you do that. Your career out here. Like,
you do that.
You do that and win and get that money, because then you can figure out how to really kill the game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
seminars and shit like that. I mean, I think it's a dope situation, man, to go and invest in, especially, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wish I would have known about, because that's something that they don't teach us in the Black community enough. And now that the apps and stuff like that are here, now you could teach your children, like, yo, put your allowance. Can you imagine?
Right.
Every time you got allowance from when you was 8, and then you like, hey, put $1 in fucking in cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
boy,
you know what I'm saying? You can literally, if the market doesn't just tank the fuck out, you can literally just fucking you could make billionaire babies.
Right. I mean, thankfully, like, you know, with my kids, I got portfolios for them, and I got a trust, you know what I'm saying, also set up, you know, for them, you know, that I invested in. But I show them, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
What little that I know, I show them. So they're always looking at me watching YouTube investment joints, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm listening to, you know, Earn Your Leisure podcast, or I'm doing whatever. Because it's gotten to the point now where, you know, I think I had told, I don't know, it was either you or P, but I remember my son came to me one time, this was a couple years ago. He's like, Dad, do we own Dunkin' Donuts? And I was like, you mean like the stock? Like, yeah, let's see. I'm like, nah, wow, what's up? He's like, my teacher always comes in every day with Dunkin' Donuts coffee. And I'm like,
you change your perspective, and it's like,
hey, let's go get some.
Right.
Hey, now you got 3. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Here you go.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Now you got 3 Dunkin' Donuts.
Now you got 3 Dunkin' Donuts stocks. You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
We are breaking the generational curse.
Right.
At this point, because like, you know, I mean, you know, I can't speak for everybody in the room, but like, you know, our parents didn't know
exactly
or have the opportunity to know what we know now. You know, like of course everybody knew stocks was there, but nobody knew how
to get into it, or even had the funds to get into it. You know what I'm saying?
Or they just didn't have anybody to give them the information to start them off.
Right.
See, like, coronavirus is the gift and curse, but it's the gift that keeps on giving, because it gave us all a chance to sit down and learn it, learn something. And it was like, okay, you know what? How are you going to readjust the way you do things business wise? Like, I know I changed everything the way I do business. So it's to a point I don't even want to, if I don't have to, I ain't going outside again. Like, I can run my whole company here on this chair in front of this computer. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can record all albums right here. I can shoot my videos in my house. Like, if I don't go outside, you got to pay me to come outside.
Right.
That's my thing now. Like I tell people, yeah, I rap for free. I DJ for free. You pay me to come outside. Pay me to leave my wife and my son at home. That's what you pay me for.
Right.
So, I changed my perspective on that, but then it just gave me another way to look at life when it's like, yo, I never understood investing. So my wife, she watches Earn Your Leisure all the time. So like she's more versed in this than I am. Like, tapped in. Like she's gonna figure something out and become a billionaire. Like you know what I mean?
Earn Your Leisure Market Mondays. Watch them joints. And then what's his Wall Street Trapper, his Trapping Tuesday, you know what I'm saying, joint.
Yo, drop them joints in the you know what I'm saying?
I got you. Joints, and then there's another one come up series, and they all black and they all talk about, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just I just listen. I listen and I'm like, all right, let me look at it.
Like it's like we've never seen this prior to this. Like, you know what I mean? Like 20 years ago, I had never seen nobody my age talking about this.
Right.
So everybody who's watching Intelligently Ratchet right now, episode 148, y'all are blessed to have people that look just like you and either same age or older to kind of like just like show you like, yo, like we're not millionaires yet. But we're on the way because and then we're teaching our children this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like my son is 4 years old. Like I'm teaching him how to be an entrepreneur, and my wife's gonna teach him how to invest.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like these are things that like our parents didn't show us them
because people don't realize that that's the entrepreneurship, because it's like this. You can make like if you invest correctly, it's like this. It doesn't, because sometimes with entrepreneurship, like doing comedy and doing DJ and shit, that shit don't actually pay the bills, right? But if you start off early on and you say, hey, take half of your show money, like can you imagine you taking half of your show money and crypto and putting in the cryptocurrency back in the day or investing it right now? And it's like, hey, you know, I mean, the show money we was getting gas money for, like, yo, bro, I got you, here's $35. All right, cool. You took that $35 and you got us something
right around.
And then, you know what I'm saying, and you throw that shit up, you throw that shit in something, you know what I'm saying? You say, okay, let me put this in the thing. And that's what we can teach our children. It's like, you could be a starving artist while you living in my house, but listen, but take a little bit of your show money
and do that.
Go do this with it.
So we all can do this at the same time now. It's like all change our mind state to like, all right, look, I got an extra $200. I could go buy some sneakers, but we're not going. We're still in the pandemic. I should put sneakers off too.
Right.
This is why, like, you know, like Doe be laughing at me when I be wearing slides when I be doing the shows. I'm like, but what am I buying sneakers for? I'm 44, dog. Who am I impressing? I'm not in the game no more. I'm not.
You already washed.
I'm washed. I drink in my garage. Man, like I know where I'm at. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's like, so instead of, you know, like my $200 habit of buying Air Max, I can go do this now.
Right.
You know? And so it's like,
it's not about being a consumer no more. It's about you know what I'm saying. It's more about being that, you know, that owner. I mean, like, you know, you can have the, you know, some stake in Nike or, you know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, shoot, my kids, I got stock in Gerber. I was buying shit. I was buying Gerber anyway. You know what I'm saying, for my kids.
And you figure like
I was buying General Mills. I was buying Johnson & Johnson. Let me go ahead and get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not going nowhere.
They're not going nowhere. These things,
you know what I'm saying?
Forever. You know?
How long Disney been around? They still gonna reboot movies or come out with a new one and make it, put it in the theme park and everything.
Nigga, I'm just trying to figure out how to deal. I'm trying to see when a funeral home go public. You know what I'm saying? Yo, like B, you know what I'm saying? That's one motherfucking thing nobody can get around. Everybody gonna die.
Right.
Yeah.
If you could invest in the hospitals,
and
you could invest in the joint, because guess what? People gotta be born. And people got to die. You know what I'm saying? That's just two. You know what I'm saying? If you could get in on a penny stock on a funeral home, like, yo, like,
but like, it's just a different way. Like, and I'll let you finish, you know, but, you know, I'll be looking like, all right, even though cars are going to be electric, but all right, we, you know, we're going to spend money on gas. Why not invest in Exxon?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But when you start doing that, it opens your mind up like, okay, this fuel got to get some kind of way.
Yes, it does.
How do they get the fuel from here to there?
Right.
Okay, you'd be like, okay, this company, transportation, is Valero.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they handle all the drink. They publicly traded. let me invest a couple dollars in Valero.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you start looking at, you know what I'm saying, how things, start operating on a
takes-
mass scale, and it just opens your mind up.
See, because what it was is like this, like, and what it is this right here. From my standpoint of looking at investment, it was confusing. It was like, because you see the commercial, how does pork bellies help cyber microchip makers on this one? You're like, damn, how does that work? You know what I'm saying? You think it's this complicated thing, but it's really not. It's hey, you know what I'm saying? I like you said, the fuel, someone has to fucking run the electric company that powers the machine. There's a person that makes those plugs to plug in.
Right.
For all these machines that make these microchips. So it's a person that's in the mining that pulls that metal out of the joint. So I'm going to invest in the mining. I'm going to invest in the people that make the plugs because you might not be able to get the microchip because that's $5,000 a share, but you can fuck with these guys. You can fuck with all these guys up the chain. And now look at you. Now you're investing. Like you said, those are your 50-cent stocks because everybody thinks that fucking, like myself included, was like, oh shit.
I don't have $5,000.
I don't have $5,000 to do, and not knowing that no, you can get 5,000, but all of these stocks right here are 50 cents, and you're not realizing that if you put like you said, if you go in and you say these are 50 cents, and you got 10,000 shares, that offer, and I'm saying you get this for 50 cents, 20 cents, or whatever, and you're paying essentially what your bar tab is. You know what I'm saying? At the end of a nice night, you're paying your bar tab or a nice date or whatever. You're putting that right there. And when you think of that, oh shit, I like Xbox games. Okay, I'm putting $60 on this penny stock, and then that shit jumps up to $1. You 20 cents to $1. You know what? There's your $5,000 right there that you can go and say, let me get this big boy stock. But this shit might be more volatile. This is with Bitcoin in there. This shit might be more volatile, but it's a high come up. It's like it's crazy come up. So I mean,
so you started realizing, like, Chevy doesn't use all Chevy parts.
No.
You know what I'm saying? They get licensed, and you know what I'm saying, for even like the seat belts. Okay, well, who owns this company that has the seatbelts, or even a patent for the seatbelt?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So now that's a license deal that they got to have with all cars, or the backup sensors and all these other things. You start looking at all these different tech spaces and companies, and just look at, all right, I'm gonna invest in this too because this makes sense.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Need to invest in YKK.
YKK on your zipper.
I ain't never seen a pair of jeans without YKK. I'm like, dog. Like they not the only zipper company, but everybody know.
Yeah,
it's just like, it's like for real, and you can imagine like the other zipper companies. Like, man, they out here like, word up. I just need to move up.
I wear glasses. I invested in this company called.
You don't wear glasses.
This company called Luxottica. A lot of people don't realize they're the manufacturer for every
company.
Like
a strip club.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? That makes glasses. You know what I'm saying? They own Ray-Ban. They own Clear Eyes. They own, you know what I'm saying? All the drinks that you got to go, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like,
they selling the same water, just putting it in different bottles.
In different bottles. You go. Your company got a eye care insurance. They probably own that company too. Wow. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, okay.
And they got a mean strip club.
The money just flow all that. Hey, let me buy a couple shares in that. I'm good.
Fellas, everybody in Leviticus, stand up for.
Come on,
Mrs. Jones.
Mrs. Jones. YKK on your zipper. Super Woo. Me and my cousin Super Woo, man. Listen,
that's real.
It's been awesome. You got anything else you want to go ahead and drop on this real quick? You know, maybe before we get out of here.
Promo your music, promo your artists, promo the label.
Shame Gang, his new album, No Safe Haven, is out right now. So go buy it. I stress buy it. Streaming is cool, but buy it.
Yeah, buy it, y'all.
You can buy it, then stream it. We'll take both. But definitely, so like Shame's new album, his new video is out right now with Cavassier, so you can go check that out. He has more videos coming, so we're gonna work this record. Lineage 2 is on the way. He and DJ Flash. So our new album's coming up very soon. We're in the final stages, and then we'll start doing mix and mastering. Tobias from Complex Creative is doing the artwork. So as soon as he gives me the artwork, the album's 100% done.
Awesome.
Then I have a release.
I still need a couple of those Lineages hoodies and stuff. Like, it was too hot for hoodies, but
I mean,
y'all got a short set that's coming out. Like I'm
trying to find the shorts. Like, a lot of places they're either sold out or I'm gonna find them. Trust me. You know I'm the merch guy.
Right. I need a short set. I'm talking about, like, old school matching. I need the tank top and the shorts.
Yeah, I mean,
like mid knee.
Yeah, and of course. We put you in the John Stockton's.
Nah, because I feel like that's what you rocking right now. I feel like it's high thigh. I feel like you got high thighs on. You know what I'm saying right now.
I ain't that wild. I still got some sense of style to me. But now I will have the short set. Like, I do find there's one company that I'm looking into, independent trading company. I think they have a good range. It's just taking forever to get here because of COVID.
Right.
Some like 5-6 days. So I'm gonna test them. I'm gonna test them out.
Okay.
Probably next week, and then see if the quality is correct.
Okay.
If it is, then I got you in the shorts, and then let you know, because I got a whole bunch of new shirts coming out. Also, go check me out on buymeacoffee.com/Golden Era Music. I built my own community, and it's basically a membership based type of joint. So if you become a member, $325 is the membership, but you're getting $705 worth of merchandise. So basically what you get off top, you're getting a hoodie, 2 t-shirts, 4 albums, plus a new shirt every month for 12 months.
Oh, wow.
That's just to break you into saying I'm getting something immediately to be a member of the joint. So, because like on the Buy Me a Coffee site, it's basically just like what's that other site? What's the site that Joe Budden is on now?
Patreon.
It's just like Patreon. It's just that this is free and you get your money faster and immediately. So what I plan to do is, like, I already have like my new show called The Main Ingredient is me making beats in my kitchen. So that's free content that's going to be on there, but I'm gonna have some content that's going to be just for members only.
Right.
So it'll be, and then it's tiers. So I have the yearly members, that's for $325 a year. Then I have the monthly members, which is $5 a month.
Okay.
So there'll be stuff that only the yearly members will see. There'll be stuff that yearly and monthly will see that the free can't see.
Right.
Got you.
So I will have more content, and especially merchandise, because there'll be merchandise that only members will get for free, or it'll only be sold to members.
Right.
I also plan to put out an album strictly on the Buy Me a Coffee site just for the members. So like, if you hear it on the internet, y'all leaked it.
Right.
And put it out. Like, it's not gonna even come out on Golden Era. It's just like, okay. So it's September 6th, my birthday. You know what? I'm gonna give y'all a whole new album that nobody got. If you're a member, you get the album, but you gotta be a yearly member. Like the $5 members, y'all don't get that.
Right.
Y'all might see the video.
Y'all might see the video. Y'all might get the single.
You're right, but you won't get the album. And it's like, it's kind of like, I got the idea from like the Woo joint. You know what I'm saying? So with this membership, I'm giving a lot of perks. So there's merchandise that won't be sold to the public. There's some things that will be free. There's some things that will be customized. It's like a members only jacket with your name on the joint. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it's a lot of things that I have access to that I can do on my own, that I can give more value to supporters. So that's why I started that page, for that, just to build my community and get away from the noise on other social media. So I'm only using Facebook and Instagram as commercials. So Instagram is my 30-second ad to take you to the joint. Facebook is my infomercial to take you to the joint. You know what I mean? So that's how I'm funneling all traffic. So Shame's album, Lineage 2, Lineage 3 will be out this year as well, because I'm getting back on releasing 2 albums a year. I already talked about merchandise. I think that's it for. I know there's more. Oh, of course. My cooking show, Vegan Made Me, is on Roku right now. It's on Foodie TV.
Oh shit!
Yeah. So season 1. If you got Roku, you could just type in Vegan Made Me. Go to the Healthy Living app on. You know what I'm saying? Like when you go to Foodie TV, go to the Healthy Living and type up Vegan Made Me, then you can see on your TV screen. So I'm
no doubt. That's what's up.
Dope.
TV star now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you on people TVs and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna look at that shit. You know what I'm gonna enjoy a whole steak. Watching.
That's fine. I don't care as long as you watching and get my numbers up. I can.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna just leave it on. Like this, and listen, I'm gonna leave the TV on with Finn as I play Call of Duty downstairs. Because guess what? Because I'm about to cheat. I don't really. He's my friend. I don't really care. I'm just supporting. You know what I'm saying? Now I gotta get my Bitcoin up so I could get that 350. Then I'm gonna come to you. I'm gonna take that 350 off the top, get it to you.
Right.
Because now, since I'm, you know what I mean, I'm a father of, you know what I'm saying, of 5 kids and 3 of them live with me. You know what I'm saying? I can't buy shit for myself. So you giving me free shirts all year is dope. That way I got new.
You know what I'm saying?
A show come up, I got a lineage shirt. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, where you get that from? Then I could be like, yo, I could sell bootlegs to that shit. So you're not understanding. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna get my own print press. Bootleg is shit. I'm not supposed to be saying this shit while he on here, but you know what I'm saying? Boom. Then they're gonna be thinking it's my shirts.
Exactly.
I'm gonna call myself in. Bam, I get on, sue this nigga for his name. Boom, you know what I'm saying? Like Common Sense did Common Sense. Now he can't go by Finn no more. He got to go by his middle name and shit, which is Rafiki. You know what I'm saying? So it's got to be DJ Rafiki Saint Umair. You know what I'm saying? Boom, that's what
Umair.
Yeah, I might run with that. I'm making a new Instagram account. Saint
Umair.
Saint Umair.
Nah, man, yo. Shout out to fans. It's always a joy, man, to get you on the Challenge Ratchet, man.
Appreciate you coming back on again.
Appreciate y'all, man. You know, just let me know whenever.
I think you've been on. He's been on the most. I think you've been on here the most. Like this. I think you've been on what 5 times.
So I'm the little Bow Wow to your 106 in Park.
You might be. You might.
This guy. Hey,
Mr. Intelligent Ratchet.
Mr. Intelligent Ratchet.
And I always come out with a new album every time I come out here.
Every time you come on here, you got something to give us.
Hey, man.
I'm the Shad Moss. I'm the Shad Moss.
Man, Shad Moss.
I say next time I'm on the show, I'm gonna have the flat top out because you know my flat top is about like 11.
It is. What you got to braid it right now?
Nah, it's just I get in the shower, it curls up, so I just throw a hat on, just to keep it tamed.
I feel you.
I'm gonna go to the barbershop probably next week, and then I'm like, I might just jump on your show randomly. I'm like, hey, I'm back.
That's what it is.
Long beard and the high top fade. And, when I finish my 60-day workout, I'm just gonna be like shirtless with a chain on.
Hey,
like
no shirt summer, nigga. That's what you better start telling them.
Like the old school, like the skinny chains with the round. That's gonna be my look for the rest of the summer. They gonna be like, yo, man, put the shirt on, man. I'm real uncomfortable around you.
Nah, no shirt summer.
Like you see my beard, you see my top fade, you see my little
just
chain
out here.
Like the chain would be like this thin. Like I ain't trying to get truck jewelry. Nah, chain. It's like the 70s chain. Way by with different coat.
Get six coke chains. That's all you got to get. 6 coke chains.
Little baby rope. Little baby
baby rope
that you put on the infant.
Right.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
with the little root.
It's 24 karat gold, baby.
That's it.
Yo, and that's all you gotta do is get you just gotta get all old school joints. You gotta get the joint with the root shit. You gotta get the anchor. You know what I'm saying? The anchor shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The lion head. You get the lion head, and you know what I'm saying? You get and then your initial.
There you go.
With an F, you know what I'm saying? You got to get the F or whatever. Then your wife's initial too. You know what I'm saying? And that's boom. And that's all 6 of your chains right there.
And that's it.
If you're feeling froggy, you get your zodiac sign. If you're feeling sexy. Yo, but this has been Intelligent Ratchet. We out of here, man. For my good friend, Big Major Justin. That's what we call him right now. You know what I'm saying? For the dude, Phenomenal out there in Butner. And my good man Finn, you know what I'm saying, somewhere in I think Wake Forest or whatever. I think y'all niggas stay across the street.
They probably do.
We close by the one.
Yeah, we close.
Hey, see,
y'all be friends.
They live in the same neighborhood. They probably on the other side of the
on the
garage.
front. Yo, you know what it is? It's like this. I think
They
it's
in
on his,
opposite corners.
opposite corners in the
That's
same
what
house.
it is.
Them niggas is roommates, ladies and gentlemen. We found out what's going on. That's why.
we just some rich niggas.
There you go.
Living in Wake Forest. I mean, I got a brand new town home. I'm living amongst the white people.
Right here, amongst the whites.
Amongst the white people. They look at me like, yo, what did you do?
Right. What is he's a dentist.
I'm a
He's a dentist.
Yo, this is Intelligently Ratchet, man. We love y'all, man. See y'all next week.